All right, let's get started. Wow. How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you nerds doing? How you doing, Matthew? How you doing, horror loving? Noise? Wait. Also, there we go. There we go. I got the right ones. Also, congratulations on your first. How you doing, Steve? How you doing, Valcon? Hey, it's all good. Enjoy your sleep. Yeah, I do be working on the heavy weapon squad today, specifically some big ass chunky las cannons. And chilling a day of socializing is good to relax to with the day of elf. And how you doing, Bonnie? And how you doing, ours? And how you doing, Yui Tao? How you doing, Zetai? How you doing, Jay? Oh damn, 200. Fuck yeah, let's go. The big 2-0. And how you doing, Lemon? Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And howdy everyone at YouTube who are there but big chillin'. How you nerds doing? Today, oh boy. Today was like a day that existed. Like, that sounds stupid, but hear me out. Like, today happened, but it just seemed to just go entirely by. Like, I blinked and the today was over. I mostly chilled, which I think my jellies needed, which is good. But I did get to work on some minis today too, which is nice. So 280, holy shit, that's a big ass fucking one. Yeah, it really. Listen. I hate the Zoomer speak now, where ass is replaced by ah. Fucking worst. I know you're adapting as a fellow old man, but like still. Also, I did work on some minis though, so I got some bases for these guys. My what are going to be my Janissaries for my Sultanate guys. They're doing pretty good. And then I finally got around to building a lot of my like Slanesh infantry. So I got the Infractor squad. I have the rest of the squad, but these are just the two I decided to show off. Got that. Oh god, every word. That's just a fucking mistake. So yeah, at least I got some minis put together. But yeah, so these are a heavy support squad that I did ages ago, and this was like early streaking grime, and I just did not like how they turned out. So I'm hoping today to like maybe finish them off or at least get them farther along because I would like them to be done. Also, I cut out some of my, this is cheesecloth that has been soaked in like a water PVA mix. So it's like a lot sturdier and also frays a lot less. I'm going to see how it accepts paint. I'm going to see how it accepts paint. I'm going to use some Vallejo Barbarian skin and see if I can just get that. I don't know if this is going to be one where I'm going to need to like prime or soak, but we'll see. Yeah, that started off really fucking strong. If I guess I could just always paint directly on my desk. It doesn't fucking matter. Dear cat. I mean, that sounds like a nice day. That sounds like a nice day. That sounds pretty legit. Now today was like one of those days where I was like, do I want to go out and do something? And it just didn't end up happening. I do think because tomorrow is what's it called? Tomorrow is Labor Day. I know there's a couple places that have big Labor Day. I found out that there's one of those like container stores near me. Which as somebody who has like a lot of goofy little bits that could probably be contained better, I kind of want to check out. I've never actually been to a container store proper. And oh yeah, you've been going through the cat ordeal. So the fact that your cat is just big chill and sounds pretty nice. How you doing, Yuki? Welcome. How you doing? I'm painting what will eventually become what's it called, like prayer scrolls. So I'm just getting like a layer on there. We'll do one of these at a time. It's got a little bit of bend to it. Nothing too bad. Ah, fuck, we got ad break. I couldn't stop the ad break in time. This is fine. This is acceptable. But yeah, I was also like realizing like, oh yeah, these guys like, you know, they got the word bearers like pauldrons, but they don't super duper read word bearers. So it's like, yeah, so wait, my heresy army needs a lot more prayers. Really, all my word bearer guys need more prayer scrolls. It's like that or Colchisian script, and I've been finding the script is hard to do. So if I can at least get some fucking prayer scrolls on them. How you doing, Noah? Welcome. How you doing? I'm working on some scrolls. Actually, just like, I know there's different ways people do it. Some people do it with what's it called? A little twister than I would like aluminum. I've done some with like a what's the thing I use? Oh yeah, like I've done like masking tape cloaks and stuff. I know people do similar ideas with masking tape as well. If you use a cheesecloth, oh, there we go, which I need to scoot up a little bit so you guys can actually see it. If you do the cheesecloth method though, you do actually get like a little bit of like the kind of like inherent texture of the cheesecloth, which I like. Ooh. Having a bunch of cookie dough in the freezer sounds like a great idea. I don't know if I could trust myself with that because I'm the kind of person that will just eat cookie dough raw. I know it's not as bad as it used to be, but like I will just demolish cookie dough. I absolutely will demolish cookie dough. What do I want to do? So there's like a couple of areas on these models that when I was working on them the first time that I was like, this didn't, I think could have done a bit better. One of them is I need to touch up the red. To take Vallejo, gory red. I'm gonna use my little stippling brush and see if I can get that looking nice. Yes, I am a Keebler elf. I crave cookies. I do. I have the biggest fucking sweet tooth. Like the other day, someone was like, how I was accidentally given like the sweetest coffee known to man. It was just like, it was one of my friends of mine. They're like, yeah, I went to a Starbucks and the lady was like, how would you like a pump of like, I don't know, caramel or some shit? And they were like, yeah, sure. And then apparently they just like flavor blasted them. Like, this is so sweet as to be disgusting. But me, I'm just like, ooh. Love an overly sweet treat. Hell yeah. So I just instantly devoured that. I'm a good friend like that. I'll demolish very sweet food for people. It's my cross to bear. I take my duty very seriously. But yeah, these guys like, for context, I worked on them a while ago. These were some of my early streaking grime tests, and I definitely like really fucked up. Like I just didn't like the way they turned out. Just like the colors were weird. Some of the like details were a little bit missing. Just was not super happy with them. So like I don't know if I will ever get these to a state where I'm like 100% like these are going to be my favorite models of all time. Even though there's some questionable things with the build, like there's like a lot of extra gaps between the pauldrons. But my goal is if I can at least get them looking nice enough that like if I was playing a Horus Heresy game, that I could just run them and be okay with it. Like, you know, if they're like, they look solid, I'm okay. That is sort of my goal. I want them to be table ready. And I guess they already technically are, but like I want them to match like my mental standard of what I feel like table ready for my own skill set is. So that is sort of the goal today, is to get all these guys to like that point. I think they're like, I do think they're like more close than I thought they were originally. Stealing the bags they can't. Okay, so like if you want to grab more cookie balls, you gotta do it in like several trips. Gotcha. God, I don't know. Like the thing is like, I don't know. I don't actively look up disgusting food on the internet, so I wish I could give you a better answer than that. I seen some shit like I don't understand the appeal of Scrandle. It's like effectively like I thought Wordle was fun when it was new, and I still occasionally do Wordle. But like that the idea of like gamifying like a goofy little thing has led just to like all kinds of like just weird nonsense with that. And Scrandle's the one where you like try to see how people rank food. And I see some like real disgusting shit on there. I'm like, where do you find this? Like, I have to imagine there are people that are like food bloggers or whatever. They're like, I found the most hideous food. I must show you. Because like, you know, I do the same thing with like a lot of my favorite hobbies. It's like, if I find a weird ass thing, I'm like, you must all see this. You must all see this weird ass thing. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know. But though, speaking about like weird ass things I've been enjoying, I think a couple people linked me. There's a tier. I eat on Dark Muffin. Welcome. There's a TRPG called Trespasser, which is like free online, but like you can pay the authors a little bit, which I did, and it seems really cool. It's weird. It's one of those games like you could tell that everybody really likes like kind of like anime and guns, but usually when you do that, you start getting to like that level of like gun autism for RPGs leads you to shit like Phoenix Command, and I was like, oh no. But it's actually like pretty sensibly designed. It's the idea. It's basically like people are sort of like, I need to like double check the setting a bit, but the base premise that I was reading was like people are leaving a vault after like a big, like a hideous nuclear war, and that like there's this like one valley that's still good and will have like, you know, like supplies and stuff people desperately need, and people are fighting over that. But if like full armies can't form because there's this like big kind of like defense aerial platform that if anyone tries to like raise an army, it will hit them with the fist of an angry god. So like you're playing basically sort of like bands of like anime style people, operators doing stuff. Vimata. God, my kanji is the weak point. I can still read hiragana and katakana. Kanji has forever fallen out of my brain, and I'm super sad that that's true, because kanji is like, you know, a very important part of understanding Japanese. It's my kanji is just not great. It is lapsed. But yeah, the idea seemed pretty cool. The art, let's see, what if I can find like a quick slice of the art for them? Because there's actually like the at least it's just like a very pretty game. See if I can find Trespasser. There we go. Oh, there's 2 games called Trespasser. This is the one I'm thinking of. Like, it seems to be like a 3-person team of like person who worked on game, person who worked on layout, and worked on person who it kind of is like Gurren Lagann a little bit, yeah. And person who worked on art, but like here's just what the cover looks like, and it's really good. Like it's you can definitely tell that everyone was in sync, but just like the artist definitely sells the mood with this. Is this a game I'm gonna run? I don't know. In theory, I basically would run like more or less every game that's not Fatal. Actually, that's not true. I would run Fatal, but I would absolutely need to make sure that like I have a crew that is like aware of what the fuck it is. That is no, that's not AI. That's not AI. There's more art from this person. This person has like a blog and shit. Like this is not AI. Listen. I despise AI as much as the next person. Actually, probably more, considering that I'm like actively. If I'm seeing like AI spam on my mini factory, I've begun to directly report it now. Now that I've realized how the report system actually works, I'm like, yo, you gotta stop this. Unfortunately, you have to be. I feel like these days you need to be like really careful about accusing something of being AI. Mostly just because, unfortunately, it's that thing that like every wrong accusation just sort of like gives more fuel to like people who are very pro AI. You really have to watch out. You really have to watch out for that kind of thing. The stakes are incredibly high for that. Yeah, no, it's probably because there is like an inherent, there's just something with boomers that they just find. I think it's just the idea is just like magical to them without like any real like I say boomers, including like, you know, like Gen X and whatever, depending on age. But there are like straight up people that are like they are the generation that is most wowed by it. The consequences don't matter. The long-term ramifications don't matter. They're like, I can make this baby say fuck. Oh, this is the best thing ever. And you're like, oh God. Oh no. I mean, there's still people that make like really cool, uncanny looking things, but yeah, no. The sad thing is, like, for the most part, I think for me, the worst part about the AI general art stuff is just like the immediate crumbling of like places like Steam, fucking my mini factories getting hit hard. Basically, like any storefront, because people are all like, there's like, you know, there's a type of person that are like, I don't care about art, I don't care about effort. My entire goal is to make money in the laziest, most time efficient possible. So what happens is is that they're the ones who flood all the storefronts with garbage. It's like for them, like it's like the same way that like spam emails work. If you're ever like, who falls for these? Idiots. But the thing is, it's like there's enough idiots that makes that profitable. So like you could just spam like the most like stupid garbage for a while. And unfortunately, there are people that bite. And if you just do it with a big enough volume, you do get results, and that makes me big sad. There you go. This touch up this red is doing a lot of work. I also do like one last little bit all highlighty with like an even brighter red. At least right now this is looking pretty. But yeah, no, it's I've had people like I've had like parents of friends be like, it's really interesting hearing people talk about having just like conversations and discussions with it as well. I do wonder how much of this is like people are like lonely. And like these are people that even have like full family and stuff like that, but just like conversation, like the way that like conversations are said to be happening with like fucking Chat GPT and shit. How you doing? Game's not so good. How you doing? Welcome. I'm working on some robots. And how you doing? Robots. God, heavy weapon squads. What the fuck am I talking about? Also, how you doing, Stellar Mass Jack? Welcome everybody. Welcome. If you do not know me, I'm Halbert the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. Though I'm actually doing word bears today. What were you working on? What were you working on? Is my fucking alert broken? Hold on, Choto. Oh, there we go. Oh, I was thinking a bit. What are you working on? I had these guys who've been sitting around unpainted for ages. So I'm kind of going back and trying to like, super jazzed about the way they turned out. These are my early attempts to mess with streaking grime, and I think I'm fixing them a bit. And hey, it's all good if you have to raid and run. I totally understand. But yeah, hopefully your painting went well, or assembly or whatever, and have yourself a good night. Take it easy, yo. See, the thing is, the ruining about all this AI stuff is I'm somebody who loves robot characters. I fucking love robot characters. One of my favorite type of romance is when someone falls in love with a robot, and you sort of get that like what does it mean to be a person, or like there's some good robot romance stories, and this is really harsh in my groove. I mean, I kind of really believe I'm not doing stupid. I was reading through that, and I was like, what the fuck is the pun? What the fuck is the pun in that? And you're like, oh yeah, no, you're just making a statement again. No, listen, I just like robot characters a lot. I like them. Like one of my I like Aiga's persona a lot. Like, she's my favorite persona character. It's like you get that kind of like goofy optimism, and also just kind of like the sort of dilemma that comes with being a artificial being. That's neat. It's a neat character idea. They've always sort of been my favorites. See about the pink rabbit with sunglasses attached to it, you know. Okay. To be fair, I still have like zero context for anything that Nikkei's doing these days. I know they're doing more like swimsuit characters recently, I guess. Every now and then I'll see there's like a couple, like there's the guy who does the clipping for Phase Connect. I specifically Tenma, that basically just does nothing but retweet like softcore anime stuff, and like I don't need softcore anime stuff on my timeline, but also I like to know when a clip is available. So I just like every now and then I'll just be like, oh, I guess there was a big Nikkei update. How was your weekend? Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. Pretty good. Yesterday I was at a big, I forget if you were here for yesterday or not. But yeah, yesterday I was at a big Magic birthday party, where it's just like a bunch of 30-year-olds just playing some Magic and stuff like that. And that was pretty fun. And getting some pizzas and whatnot. And today was just big chilling. Today I built some models, but otherwise it was just absolutely just big relaxing maxing. It was great. It was great. I needed that. Usually when I like don't do anything like particularly crazy, I feel like I wasted my time. But not today was fine. Today was good though. I can pitch. Oh, that's true. Yeah. I guess if you're doing that, I would like to. I don't know. Nova is technically a lot more easy to reach for me than Adepticon, but I do want to go to these big, one of the big, like the big. Oh, did I just lift? I think we're good. Oh, the arm joints. Oh fuck. Okay, well that's fixable. I want to go to like Adepticon or Nova or something next year. I need to make that a thing, especially like as like a mini dude. Because like also another thing too is like. As a guy that does mini stuff online, it does seem like a lot of these places are like really fun get-togethers for like people who do what I do. And it's like I would like to get in on that. That would be fun to meet other people who do many things online. I got some like really extra thin glue. Oh god, it's so extra thin that it's actually kind of a menace to put together, and I don't know why I bothered to use it here, but sure. Oh. The other arm slightly popped off as well. Hold on. This is I have to glue this close to my face because it's really good because it's really thin, but this is also like the drippiest shit of all time, so let's leave that alone. How you doing, Big Buck? How you doing? Welcome. Hey, I figure if I ever go to any of those, I will let people know. I'll let people know, and like I don't know, so people can like play games and we can have some fun stuff like that. I would like to, like I said, I'd like to do it. Well, I'll keep people posted if that becomes a thing. Oh, they're doing the big anniversary. Ah, got you. I guess that makes sense. I have to imagine bunny skins probably is like where a lot of their income comes from. But yeah, like I said, every now and then that Clipper guy was just like, oh yeah, just post like I'll just see a bunch of Nikkei on my timeline, like, oh, I guess I had a big update or something. How about that? I know, like, for Adepticon, they're like, yo, we're starting to get together for, like, hotels and, like, e-dates. I don't know if those are already scooped up or not. It's really tricky because my first convention I went to, when MagFest, was mostly done because other people sort of arranged the plans, and it was like, hey, Hal, stay here, or hey, Hal, we're doing a big Airbnb. I don't know a lot of people from like the mini / like Warhammer / side of the hobby as opposed to the V, because like, you know, I'm kind of in like a weird in between state. Oh, every time I go like to a place like that, I do bring my EDH decks, and I didn't play it all last Magfest. The Magfest before I played a little bit, which is awkward because it's like these are like the first time I brought way too many. In the second year, I think I brought 2, and I still feel like carrying around 2 decks in like a very thin backpack was kind of a mistake. But yeah, I might actually, though, that might be changing soon. The not necessarily the convention thing. I might be doing a collab with somebody who's not a VTuber and not a like not Lore Master or Sotek. Lore Master's cool and not a VTuber, but like this might be something new. I'm planning something with someone very slowly, so I'll keep you nerds posted when that becomes a thing. Yeah, this is twisting too much, which is a little bit of pain in the dick, but like not the worst. All these. Start gluing them on to the lads. There we go. Yeah, how you doing? Oh yeah, God. How you doing, Silsby? Apparently this was like convention weekend. I don't know what. Like apparently I saw someone say there was like 4 conventions this week. It's like what the fuck? Yeah, I was like we can't even narrow that down. There's like a big anime UK one and some other stuff. See, I didn't even know about Dragon Con. That's a new one that I'm finding out about. Go get a hotel. Without, see, I mean that's honestly probably a more like money efficient answer. Like that's way more financially responsible, I guess. How you doing, Moss? How you doing? Oh, okay. I think the name does sound familiar. I think it's just one of those ones that I just kind of forget about of a lot of conventions. So like I'm just like it's more just me being unawares than anything about like the size of that one. Here's the question: is like, do I want to use? I'm using like a really bright red. Do I want to do last little? Nothing too bananas. Just maybe like a little bit of red on just like. Like one of those things is like I don't know if this is going to be too. I can just like a little bit. Actually, if I just kind of keep it like pretty lights. Too bad. Okay. Hey, let's go. Looks like it's drying pretty good, so I'm not as worried. Sick. Let's go. This is much more. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, they charge more. Oh, that's fucking brutal. What the fuck? How do you charge more than MSRP for that kind of stuff? Oh, unless you're talking about buying Warhammer stuff for more than MSRP, which, you know, I guess that makes sense for con stuff. Yeah, getting a con like a hotel at the con seems like a fucking glorious thing. That sounds beautiful. I maybe, like I said, these days Magfest is my only like con that I have like real like personal reference to. But man, getting a hotel like in the Gaylord must be like fucking amazing. Like you don't have to like travel a lot. You can like, I'm not really looking to do like hotel parties. I was never really a party person, and especially at my old age, I don't think I would party well. I know some people are into that though, but it'd just be nice just to have like a place like that. Get this guy's like a little. Downsize the elevators. Are the elevators bad? Is it, or is it just being stuffed into an elevator with a bunch of sweaty nerds? Which, you know, I'm used to sweaty nerd smell. It's not my favorite, but it is not anything that would stop me from getting anything I want. Like if I want to ride an elevator and they're like, oh no, a bunch of sweaty nerds are there, I'd be like, yeah, this is fun. Yeah, so how you doing, Black Roses? Welcome. How you doing? Black Roses, am I on crack, or is your birthday today? Yeah, there we go. Hey, let's go. Happy birthday, Black Roses. Sorry, I'm really bad. I'm bad remembering things, so it's like, this sounds right. This feels right. I'm gonna go for it. Hopefully you had a good birthday. Hell yeah. If I folks. Oh, it's just congestion. Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair. That does sound annoying. The congestion though. It's done in a way that's not too bad though. luckily these blend a lot better together than I thought they were gonna. Oh, look at the lads. Look at the lads. Oh god, yeah. People who do cosplay in really hot locations are like fucking champs. I was like, I don't know how they do that without fucking melting. But a love artist. Really? I didn't know. I guess that's fair. I guess a Love Live artist probably does like a lot of work. I guess I shouldn't be surprised they're doing EK stuff. Oh god, what is that? Birthday present. Woo! Okay, that looks pretty legit. You're just showing up to the event like an ancient wizard, just being like, so they're like, how you doing, Jay? And you're like, let me consult the runes. Let me consult the runes, and I will tell you how I'm doing once the runes tell me. I must examine any ill portents. Yeah, sounds pretty legit. Hell yeah. Glorious hiking day. Oh, I saw it's like hiking day. Like, who the fuck's hiking? I guess a lot of people hike. Hiking actually I used to do a lot more hiking, and I kind of would like to again, but I need to look at spots where I'm at. Also, I also don't got a good pair of hiking boots these days. Like, I gotta get me some good boots so I could do some hiking. Nothing crazy. I'm not gonna be like local man goes out in the middle of the wilderness and fucking dies. It's just like, you know, just like doing some trails I think would be good for me. And kind of well trodden trails and whatnot. There's also little bits of red are doing. These guys are also like a really good test for like a lot of like the blending stuff I'm gonna probably do on some other ones. In the back of the legs, just crazy areas. And like if it's a little splotchy or whatever, it's not gonna be the worst. That's not gonna be the worst. What did you get? What did you get? What con stuff did you get? See, I haven't like, unfortunately, MagFest also is not great for loot. Like, I mean, there's some like good artist stuff I've gotten. Like the artist alley is always pretty fun, but I don't think I've ever gotten like anything that I'm like, ooh, good get. But I'm also kind of like not really looking for like anime figures and stuff these days. Or at least they don't have the anime figures I would like. I don't like the Jujutsu Kaisen? Yeah, there we go. That's especially that kind of merch is like, well, whatever. Not that that's the only one, but it's definitely, I can tell that I've moved away from like the general anime demographic because I'm like, I don't care about any of these shows. I don't care about any of these shows. Not that's like a bad thing that there's shows that I don't care about or the focus. I'm just, you know, it's just aging out of my own like kind of like, well, I'm not even like that, like, I like a lot of that stuff, but I'm very, like, out of practice, so. Yeah, I guess Overfiend is kind of, like, I don't know, Overfiend's got some age on it now, doesn't it, unfortunately? Like, wait, hold on. Sorry, I was thinking fucking Overlord. Overfiend's hey, stop! Phone stop, there we go. How you doing, Filther? Welcome. How you doing? Fucking my capture device was like, wait, I have other plans for you, Hal. Sorry. Do they have, because like oh sorry, I was thinking Overlord. Overfiend's the hentai, right? Do they have merch? I guess they have merch. I guess it's like one of the more famous ones. I forgot that there's like a couple of like kind of like that, like Little Doji, something like that. I don't know. I was never real. The only like real famous one that I know of is really Bible Black, and even then I don't. I actually have yet to actually see Bible Black. That was kind of like sort of a joke series for a while where I was at, where people were like, it depends. It was like, if somebody was like, hey, I want to watch anime, what should I choose? It was like, if you wanted to bully someone, the options were either like Bible Black was like the light bullying option, and Boku no Pico was the heavy bully option. But yeah, no, I've actually never watched like Bible Black myself. Or it's fine, maybe. A little bit where like the girl got loose on there, which I need to fix that. I'm sure it's not worth it. Like I'm aware vaguely of what it is. Get a little bit dark on that. I'll see you doing, JF. How you doing? Welcome. Hey, let's go. Congratulations on your win, fellow Death Guard enjoyer. I've been doing, oh, you're doing 14. Welcome. I was originally going to do Death Guard for Heresy because there was a point where I wanted a Nurgle army for every game that could support it, and then I just ended up loving Word Bearers, so they kind of took over my Heresy models instead. Little jank, that's fine. Oh I don't. Cool Devices sounds familiar. I just don't remember it. I'm gonna be real. I think the #1 thing is just kind of what it just kind of does that. I don't know if I'd ever trust the YouTube's like #1 rating thing ever. He showed up something. Well, the thing is, unironically, I think recommending Grave of the Fireflies is like a legitimate recommendation. Like, you know, it's going to be sad. Don't get me fucking wrong. But like that is an anime that is considered a classic and is like very poignant and like important and like, you know, it's basically I don't know. It'd be like a good. I guess I'd be someone like, oh, I feel like watching a movie for tonight. What would be like a good movie night movie? And someone saying Schindler's List, like, it's a bit much. It's a bit much for like what might be just a casual recommendation. I do like Erebus. He's a good lad. Erebus makes the story fun when he shows up. There's never a dull moment. Like when if you're like reading something from the Heresy and Erebus shows up, you're like, ooh, some shit's about to go down. There's never a dull moment with the lad. That's everything that anyone would want from a character. Just getting a bit more. Yeah, so like last time I was already like I really like this white from Pro Acro, but if I remember, I was like struggling to get like a right consistency, and I've been mixing it with that like Jojo Sonja like magic dilution syrup or whatever the fuck. So it does seem to be spreading a bit more while still kind of keeping like not super thick. But yeah, now I'm gonna go back to like I think I hit the eyes already, and I don't know if I really like how I did the eyes, but like I'm gonna try doing maybe a proper glow, and we'll see how that turns up. So yeah, we're gonna get all those, and I'm gonna start hitting some of the other areas. I do need to hit like the shoulders and whatnot as well, but fine. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I mean, all the time is good. Like I said, I was there until fairly recently, and that's just because I ended up liking Word Bears in the Heresy. I still like Word Bears in 40K, but I'm fully aware that I have, unfortunately, in modern 40K, Word Bearers are the biggest jobbers. I have seen them job harder and more often than Black Legion. I actually very rarely see Black Legion show up in any of the stuff I read, which is funny because I'm reading a lot of Chaos stuff usually. But yeah, you know, usually if it's a matter of jobbing, it is probably Word Bearers. It's usually Word Bearers doing it. I want to get like maybe like a little bit magic sauce on there. Like another droppy of the magic sauce. That's it for there. I don't think I introduced myself. If you do not know me already, I'm Halbernut the Mimic Elf, major painting Vtuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. The greatest fan, at least right now, numerically, yes. Of course, going by that. This is I think originally because I was like, this is before I sort of figure out how I like to do the glow. I was like, oh yeah, I'll do it. I'll do like a dark green and kind of base it up, like build it up from there, which I don't think that was like necessarily a wrong idea. And I could even see like a really early attempt of doing this, the kind of like paint white and then use a speed paint on it. I'm curious what speed paint I used though, because I believe I picked up the Shamrock color like much later. I gotta figure out how to hit. I'm probably just gonna have to live with the idea that like some of that I'm just not gonna be able to hit very well. Like I could like maybe like when it goes around to like here, I can kind of just like get in there a little bit. Yeah, that's okay. That's a bit fine. We got figuring that the eyes are goofy, but I actually just think doing like a typical, what's it called? I think doing my usual, just like doing the glow, will kind of fix that. Being around here, which I'm also just gonna do a bit of that. Probably gonna need a couple of coats, but there we go. Yeah, these guys are coming out a lot. Okay, this is good. I'll eventually also need to fix like the gray on there. So probably before I even do the glow, I'll get the gray fixed. But it's a good start. Still be a good start. But yeah, no, I've actually had like a weird feeling. Speaking about anime stuff, is I've been it's like a lot of like classic series that I've just never got around to watching that I've really been kind of feeling the urge to, which I need to still. Like I think the one that I think always got away from me And it's not like I like disliked it, but the one that I just kind of just need to finish is Toradora. I never got around to watching Toradora, and I'm somebody who likes them a sappy vanilla romance. I like me a sappy vanilla romance, and from my understanding, Toradora, it was sort of for a while I don't know what the like I actually I guess it's fucking like the Dress Up Darling doll, whatever. They'll watch that on a submarine, you'll kill everyone. I was confused because I thought for some reason you were referencing Blue Submarine number 6, which is a really fun show. It's very short, and it's got some like really interesting 90s CGI, but it's actually like pretty legit. I know Bobby Hoskins. One Brothers movie was tough. Like tough like it was like good but like draining mentally, or tough as in like it's bad. Hopefully it was more the other one. Good movie, but a bad story. Interesting. You don't get that very often. That's a very rare combination in my opinion. I feel like a lot of times you'll get like a bad movie, but like like the premise was cool, but then the movie fucked it up. Getting the opposite is very good. I don't remember if I've actually ever seen a Coen Brothers movie. I'm very uncultured when it comes to like movies that are traditionally good. Like movies that people are like, oh yeah, no, these are good movies with like good directors and good actors and like everything was good. Instead, I watch garbage. Like I'm now technically an expert in garbage. I'm now an expert in garbage because of like objectively, I've nearly watched like 100 trash movies. I've watched enough trash movies to have like trash movie opinions in just the fantasy subgenre. And it's like, fuck. But also you're like, how have you seen like Citizens Kane or Casablanca or any Coen Brothers movie? And it's like, no, I haven't. And it's like, that's such a funky position to be in as a person. I'm an expert in movies that make you dumber to watch them. It's very funny that that's just the way my expertise ended up manifesting. And technically, as part of that, I've inflicted on all of you. I've brought you into my thing. I have not seen the Count of Monte Cristo. Do you mean like do you mean like the anime version that has like the cool kind of like paper cutoff thing? Always busy. That is a mood, rookie. The busy. I think the tricky thing is a lot of my free time I try to use doing mini stuff, and unfortunately, as somebody who only enjoys subs, anime is not something you can really have on and like also paint while doing that. It's just sort of the inherent problem of like what I'm doing. Funky. I think this needs another. I suppose if I get like another layer on this, it'll be less chunky. Oh, we're getting that. Oh, you know, here, I need to turn up my AC, but let me show you like let's see. Oh, it's called Ganku Sutsu, the Count of Monte Cristo. It's genuinely like a really pretty show. Like I to the point where like I don't know necessarily if it's good, but it does like, okay, this is probably not the best. No, that's not the best still from. Let's see, there we go. Okay, this is from somebody's review, so this is probably not the greatest example, but like this is about as good as I'm gonna grab real quick before I go turn on my AC. So for this, the way it's animated is like, so you see like the main character has like a lot of patterning on his outfit. The pattern doesn't move. Like the pattern is stationary, but like the model animates around it. I've seen that for like a couple of things, but it's definitely a show that's doing a lot of doing a lot of that. I'm gonna keep that big. I'm gonna turn my AC up. I'm melting. I was like, goodness. How you doing, Nagi? Welcome. How you doing? I am working on some old models that like I was not particularly jazzed about. Also showing everyone the Kali Monte Cristo anime. No, actually I don't need it on screen anymore. I had this like word bearer heavy support squad that I just didn't like how it turned out. So I'm trying to like rectify that. I don't know if I'll ever be satisfied with them, but like my goal is trying to get them looking like table ready. Or design your ooh, let's go. My airbrush setup is incredibly jank. I need to use it more. I need to use it more. I always like that cool when people do it like straight, yeah, when they get like CAD involved for their like designing their like rooms and houses and stuff. I'm like, ooh. I have zero experience with CAD. I know nothing. Looks like this guy I was already attempting the glow style, so maybe it's just I didn't do enough white. Did I not focus it? I don't know how I did this. Oh, hold on. I think I just made the white too thin. Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, you don't want to like. Oh, I guess if you're streaming it too. My airbrush setup is not good built for streaming. It is not built for streaming. Like it's serviceable. Oh god, I think I put like way. Okay, I put a lot of this like flow improver stuff. Is it possible to salvage this? It also just because. I guess if I layer it twice, I'll be a hero. Yeah, I'm still one of those people that I primarily airbrush for just like base coating a bunch of shit. I think it would be neat to do because I have seen some like really good airbrush techniques. My streaming painting style has just mostly evolved to use like enamels. I find that the gritty and grossness and stuff of enamels also works really well on stream for me. So it's just funny how that like a lot of my painting technique is kind of determined by the fact that I'm just like a weird online person doing it. But yeah, no, I feel like I haven't seen any. I know you showed me your Tyranids for a while, and I haven't seen in a while. But if I remember right, they look really, really, really good. Yeah, I'm using them for like the enamel, like kind of like a wash, and also using like a couple of like effect-based enamels, like one for like a kind of like a glistening gore effect. I do want to get back to maybe using a couple of like older style washes for like some like more like kind of like fleshy undertones or just colors that aren't. My color range is I'm using a lot of the Villainy ink enamels, and they're kind of limited in like their variety. They're releasing a new set, which I would like to pick up. I'm because I'm curious what colors are going to be in there. But I have till then I have not. But yeah, I don't have like a good finished example like what that would look like on my desk. Like these guys. Okay, these guys were like way too thick initially on that. I was trying a new formula, but I'm like generally happy how they turned out after I touched them up a bit. But yeah, I prefer that way of like doing like washes where I can like paint the wash and then I can remove bits of it and stuff like that. But it makes it seem like the main character actually fine. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, those are the new Noise Marines. I kip ash mine quite a bit because I'm doing like a word bearers war band that fell to Slanesh. So it's very much based on it's got a lot of custom bits, but that's like generally the kit is like the silhouette's like mostly there. Looking for the Haldane Strange. Like I'm doing something similar with I'm doing something similar with like the Infractors, which are like the more like melee troops from that same box. Where it's like the helmet, like this guy's actually not too modified, but like this guy's got like a more Warbearsy helmet, like shoulder pad. Helmet is actually from a Trench Crusade kit for a variant of an Artillery Witch. And I'm doing a really fun thing. That for all the leader units, I'm trying to do a thing where they all have like a cultist that is like welded onto their power packs. This is from the Bestiarm like Anatomist set. That guy's like jump. I kind of want that guy to jump maybe more at an angle, but this is also fine. So like right now I just glue them on there. So we got like guy who's in kind of like a weird gimp mask and it's like kind of wrapped in change, and this guy's like this. I'm gonna be adding some flesh effects to kind of more merge them on properly. Yeah, I mean they're like Slanesh guys. They're gonna look like hideous fucks. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Whenever they're gonna be done, I'm getting closer to technically having a full list for that, for like my Emperor's Children dudes. How you doing, Lana? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm working on some heavy support squad lads, and it is going. Okay, so this is like the magic consistency. Maybe it's just because the other one was like already had some of that already on there, because like, this consistency is going great. Ooh, there we go. There we go. But yeah, all the new Emperor's Children kits are pretty legit. I'm doing that like hipster kit bashing thing where I don't use most of the like all of the actual kits, but they are pretty nice. Kind of, I still like Vallejo a lot, even though they're continuing to be kind of unfortunate on the factory situation. I have been trying to use more and more Army Painter though, and I've been enjoying a lot of the Army Painter stuff. Especially, like, Army Painter now is probably one of my favorite golds, which is... There's a glittering loot speed paint, which is just like a really nice gold that goes on really, really smooth. I forget. Here we go. It's this one. I really like this glittering loot. It's a very, very nice gold. Speed paints have been good. I've been using speed paints for, like, if you saw that, like, the green glow, I've been using that. I don't really use, like, active speed painting techniques. I probably should, though, for, like, some, like, my extra Skaven models and whatnot. But I've been enjoying using them for, like, a lot of effects and stuff. How you doing, Nintendo? How you doing, Queek? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, everybody, there's so many brands of speed paint. I know, like, Vallejo's got some speed paints, which I've not tested. I think there was like another company that's getting into speed paints recently. Maybe it's Proacryl. I don't fucking know. There's just too many. There's just too many speed paint brands. I don't know. I don't know any of them now. Like there's just too many. Stuff. Yeah, they're really, really good. I actually think for that, I don't, in my experience, for people who are doing like Heresy Thousand Suns, it's the same way you kind of also, some people do, what was it called? They'll do Alpha Legion. For that, you probably want to actually just do a base coat of a silver and then use a thinned out, and then use like a really thinned out red over that. That would probably get you the best look for something like that. How you doing, Sharkray? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I will say that, like, I will say out of every speed paint brand, I can't go back to the G-Dubs ones. The G-Dubs ones were like already, I just never really liked their coverage. But now that they're, like, I find that they are almost strictly obsolete. Like, I just never find any of those that I enjoy even slightly now. Like, I haven't, like, thrown out any of my old ones, but, like, they get zero use, pretty much. Yeah, so this definitely just needed like another. It's on the dark color. Also, I think I've hit the magic ratio between the Proacryl titanium white and then also that like Soja's magic thinner or whatever. Let me put this. It is Joe Soja's magic mix. I saw that. I'm very torn on Eons of Battle. Where, like, I find a lot of his stuff to be very clickbaity, but the couple videos I've watched have actually been genuinely informative. I understand that there's a certain degree when you're doing, like, mini-focused content that, like, you know, you gotta play to, like, the algorithm and trends and whatnot, but I hate that approach a lot of times. Yeah, Candy, or I guess, Kami's got Candy Red then, apparently, yeah. Yeah. Pretty much some degree of like a candy red paint, or you want to do like a silver with some speed paint and stuff like that. Thought Delgo was dull. I don't think it's a controversial opinion. Delgo was like an infamous failure. Like I was not aware how much they were hoping Delgo would succeed. That was the part I found shocking, was that everybody on board was like, Delgo's going to be the next Shrek. Even though nothing about the production would lead anyone to believe that was ever going to be true, like, even slightly. Side screen, there we go. So, yeah, this is going... Okay, that's way smoother. The eyes were from my previous attempt at doing this. Like, I don't think there's anything I would really want to do with the eyes. That's also fair. Most people just have not seen Delgo. That's true. The value metal colors are still pretty good. Yeah, I've not tried mixing the stuff directly into there though. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, so yeah, if you don't have an airbrush, I do think your best bet would be your a red speed paint of like your choice, and then also just like an oh fuck, we got a bit of white on there. And then just like an itty bitty bit of just a silver of your choice, and then a speed paint of red on top of that will get you there. Still going pretty. I'm not super. Like I said, these guys are basically sitting unpainted. Like I'm legitimately curious. Like if I checked my YouTube analytics, I could find out when I started these guys. How you doing, Shadow? Welcome. Because initially I did like 2 painting streams on them, and I did the streaking grime. This is early on my streaking grime, and I was like, oh, I don't like this actually. Oh, I don't like this at all. And they just sat. That's unfortunately a fate that happens to a lot of projects of mine, and I'm trying to go back and undo that. I'm trying to undo that, like, oh, I don't like these. I'm just not going to work on them for a while. I've been making strides. Especially because I would like to clear up some space before. I don't know when that's coming, but I was talking to Squids, and I believe that like my Saturnine box is in. Oh yeah, AK was the brand. I was thinking there was like another company that made some speed paint, like newly got into the speed paint game, and I was like, was it Pro Acryl? And I was like, no, it's AK. AK was the one I was meaning to remember. I'm not surprised because that is like, you know, I think it's like a good brand move. Unfortunately, like it's just like, you know, mini painting has like very strong like trends, and that's just like a good way to sell shit. I think in general, AK, I've enjoyed their stuff. It's just that there's no direct AK vendors at like any of my LGSs or anything, so I have to order them. And sometimes for me, the hassle of trying to, like, you know, I have to be sure I really, really, really want to paint if I'm going to order them online, because I keep ordering shit online and they keep getting squished in transport. Like, I order the thing of so AK has a really good rust effect that comes in a jar. And I was like, ooh, this is going to be nice. And the jar was ruptured. And like, I was like, okay. And it was still usable for a while, but just one day I opened it up and the entire thing was dried through. And I was like, well, okay then. This is unfortunate. And it's not AK's fault. It's just fucking, so yeah, the AK rust, it's really good. Because like, I'm somebody who doesn't give a shit about the rust color. I really just care more about like the texture. So I would always put that on before I primed, and it didn't matter. And like, it was really good for that. It was really good for bulk rust. Did feel like someone sat on it, yeah. Someone sat on, I don't know. The thing is, like, G-Dubs effectively already made their money that they needed off the Saturnine box for selling it to retailers. So retailers will sell it. If the retailers want to do some sales, they'll be the ones doing it. If I had to guess, maybe any LGSs that do Black Friday sales, that might not be a bad option to do. Yeah, chainmail color, silver color, any colors just generally in that ballpark, I think would be good for that kind of thing. Kind of thicker, but it'll be fine. Happens. Oh yeah, this is the one that was being a little trouble, being a little pain. I guess I'm not surprised, because like they were kind of like, see, the sad thing is I kind of understand that like they weirdly were trying to do a cool thing, as in that like we're a small animation team and we want to compete with the big boys. But they just kind of, like, fucked it up a lot, and unfortunately just made a huge flop. Like, on paper, I would have liked Delgo. Like, I would have liked the world Delgo succeeded, but I just don't think Delgo could succeed. I think if Delgo was animated as, let's say if Delgo was, like a Pixar-made Delgo. Pixar-made Delgo did not change any of the scenes. Like, the only changes they would make would be just purely to make it look nicer in animation. Let's say that's all Pixar did. They took the existing structure of Delgo, and they just made it look like Pixar pretty. I still think it would be panned pretty hard. Like, I think fundamentally the premise and like a lot of stuff of like the bones of the movie had tumors on them. It would have never succeeded. Yeah, they had fucking Burt Reynolds in there. Yeah. Oh, I'll have to check that trailer later. I'll have to check that later. For context, we watched a movie called Delgo for movie night, and it was like, I think it's been dethroned since then, but at the time it was like the biggest commercial failure of a movie, and I think still is tied with that. I don't know how Food Fight enters the equation, because Food Fight is a whole separate beast. Well, the thing is, like, Delgo's ugly. I'm somebody who likes ugly looking shit, but for me, like, it was like the I don't know. It wasn't ugly in a way that was like appealing. Like there's ugly looking shit that looks nice. If that makes it, that sounds like an oxymoron, but like there is a design element to ugly. You can do ugly right. Like there's a way that you make an ugly thing in a way that is like, ooh, that's hideous. Fuck yeah, let's go. Like that's how like a lot of monsters work. That's how a lot of monsters work. Oh yeah, no, yeah, it just straight up lost money. Yeah, there's a couple of like, you know, there are a couple like small release movies and other stuff that do bad, but like Delgo, I believe, was trying to, like, it was, like I said, it was trying to compete. It was trying to like prove that it was like a real movie, and it just would have never succeeded. I think the comic relief character alone basically guaranteed that Delgo would never be like good. Like Delgo was doomed because the comic relief at the very least. See, I like Reboot. Reboot's legitimately very neat. But if you're doing something that's not a TV show with a TV show's budget and you get compared to Reboot, oh, you fucked up, buddy. Oh, you fucked up. Okay, so here's the question. Right, so for me, the reds are doing pretty good. The whites need to dry. I'm torn on the grays. Like, definitely need to touch them up a little bit for a couple spots. For sure. I need to do some like black-gray touch-ups. However, it's like, should I attempt a highlight? Will a highlight work? I don't know. Yeah, I think like generally Reboot looking like, I know Reboot's kind of like considered ugly, but I think Reboot still had like an art design and direction and like an idea of what it wanted to do with the budget it had, and I think for that Reboot generally succeeded. I do think when people think about Reboot and the fact that it's generally looked upon positively, I think that's just like a victory for Reboot. I think Reboot was like, yeah, we made a thing that people like generally like look fondly upon. People aren't like, Reboot, oh fuck Reboot. They're always like, oh shit, Reboot. Oh yeah, I have a lot of Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei in my playlist. Like I like Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei quite a bit. I still need to go back and do like a proper reading of all the manga now that I know what the twist is. Because legitimately, and this is not like a spoiler, I'm not going to mention what the twist is, but I believe Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei genuinely has one of the best twists in an anime. It's like one of those twists that like you, or in an anime, or like technically that was in the manga, but like it's such an interesting twist that it actually recontextualizes the entire series, and you should go back and check it out after you find out what the twist is. Yeah, it was never mentioned. Like I said, I don't want to spoil it, because I do believe it's also, Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei is still good if you don't know what the twist is. I just think it's even more interesting. I don't, Coop. I don't. Welcome. Yeah, half the budget, like way less, way more constraints the Reboot had, but like it fucking did work with what it had. Good for them. Okay, so it looks like if I use the original gray I used on this and just kind of like aim it in certain spots, it does look generally like it does fix some issues and also like touches some shit up. So good shit. Oh, every opening one is like really banging. Up on Organic Evolution. Oh fuck yeah! Are you doing this for like a school thing, or is this just for like fun? I mean, either way, fuck yeah! I'm just legit. I'm just curious. Oh boy, howdy, yeah! This is a Last Cannon Squad. So like, I was not trying to be especially sweaty back in 2nd edition when I was putting stuff together. I was sort of told that like, hey, Last Cannons are really good for popping vehicles. And if you bring nothing but las cannons, you're an asshole. But I was like, you know what? A 5-man las cannon team would be at least good at dealing with, like, popping a vehicle at least once a turn. So that ways I can activate my... There's basically, like, the old word bears had, like, a shot calling mechanic where you'd be like, I'm going to blow that thing up. And if you succeed, you get a bunch of, like, Dark God bonuses. It's kind of what the Coda to Conceited has for 5th edition. 10th edition. Jesus Christ, I didn't get any of those right. And the newest version of the game in the Emperor's Throne Codex, there is a very similar mechanic where you're like, I'm going to kill X amount of motherfuckers. And if you succeed, you get boons. And if you do not succeed, you get zapped. For that. Oh, whale evolution. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's fair. You gotta learn how Tyranids will evolve into gun. You must understand the way of gun, and by way I mean becoming gun. On all levels, including spiritual, I am gun. Debating if I also want to try hitting some of this up with the little. I want to do like maybe like a medium gray on the las cannon, and then also just my medium gray on the las cannon, and use like maybe some stuff to do. And then use a stipple just to kind of hit that up and just kind of make it look nice. Like build exactly. Oh yeah, I mean that's because like my first experience with that guy was Red Foreman, and just like knowing that's like bitches leave as him is just infinite free joy in my life. Cecil strip joint where staff. Oh, how do you like? I don't know how you'd get anything done in a strip club for me. I guess if you're going for the afternoon for staff meetings, maybe like like a strip club during lunch is probably a pretty like dead place, I guess, if you wanted to get some work done. Very, very slight highlighty bits. Highlighty with a bit of color correction. I'm also like, I think some of these I need to like touch up on the trim. These guys are basically like Mark V armor because it's like base Mark VI, and then we also got some like clunky shoulder pads and like different helmets and whatnot. So of course I took a model that had no trim and I introduced trim because I keep doing this to myself. I'm like, oh, I don't like trim. Oh boy, I don't like trim on my stuff. And I keep engineering scenarios where trim is real and I have to deal with it. It's really funny. Yeah, I think it's because he looked younger and he was in a position of power in that movie, so you get a very like Red Foreman in that 70s show was like, he was the dad, and like he wasn't like the worst dad ever in terms of sitcom dads, but like he wasn't really in a position of power as opposed to like in RoboCop where it's like he's doing the shit. Yeah, I guess you could just do that for like a business lunch. Yeah, fair point. All right, so those are all like that. Let's see. Now the real question is like I got metallic marker. Just need to really look in there to see if I can find anything. Actually, kind of poking this with the markers. Rim on. There we go. And then I'm debating. It's like those the beads always already seem to be pretty good. Okay, that one. There we go. I don't think every bonding stud needs a full poke, but I think the ones that I'm doing pokes on are benefiting. There we go. There we go. Yippee! Let's go. How you doing, Mathis? How you doing? Welcome. Thank you for the Haldrate. I could use it. I'm currently... there we go. There we go. I'm currently working on, I'm working on these lads that I started painting a long time ago, and I didn't like how they turned out, so I'm trying to fix them. And so far, I think actually the fixings turned out pretty good. Like, I'm not going like full tilt. Like, there's probably some little goofy correction bits I could fuck with, but like I'm aiming for like a tabletop level that I will be acceptable with, so I can get them off my bench and move on with my life, and then run them in games maybe. Yeah, there's fractal trim is real. How you doing, Turtle Sages? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It does feel like a lot of times that happens where I'm like, oh god, I thought I got all the trim. I don't own a single drop pod. Wait. Did my apron get removed at some point? I guess I wasn't paying. Oh no, fuck! I just didn't put it back on. There we go. I was like, where'd my apron go? Me losing my shit. I actually would really like a drop pod. I've been finding that like I would really like a drop pod, basically almost like purely for decorative reasons. I think decoratively I would just like a drop pod. I think that would be nice. And how you doing, Mini Dow? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry, I'm doing a deep trim investigation. Yeah, I think that would look nice. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Why does this one look off? Because that section just never got some. I would like to get one at least once. It's funny that they were like, we're making new drop pods, and then they just took the old drop pods and just dropped them to Horse Heresy. Like, I find that just was like a really funny move to do. But yeah, I have not gotten any myself. I would like some. Like I said, like mostly for like, probably for pictures actually. And it's funny because like my brain is like, oh, this weekend's over. I didn't do any of the things I wanted to do. It's like, oh wait, no, I got tomorrow. I got some tomorrow for some shit. I want to get something done tomorrow, and I still have that like cool book of like battle picture. Like, I basically got one of those like frame books that has like a bunch of really cool like backdrops for mini photos, and I need to do something with it. Why is it got white on the leg? And I need to remember which one that was. So yeah, I know apparently you can't do in Heresy 3 the whole, like, you used to be able to do like an entire drop pod army, like drop pod everything, and I think they stopped that a bit. Like, you can't put everything in a drop pod like turn 1. Which I don't think that was like a balance thing from what I understand. I just think there was just like the way they've changed their army structure just doesn't make that feasible anymore. Got hired at the Ren Fair. Good. Hey, congrats. Hell yeah. I'm assuming you want to be hired at the Ren Fair, right? This is a positive that I should celebrate, right? I don't want you to be like, oh no, I'm trapped at the Ren Fair again. My pain is eternal. There we go. There we go. Yeah, just born to lounge, forced to Ren Fair, like that kind of shit. Which one of these got the white leg? I know one of them did. Hey, it's all good, Nintendo. Have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. Good rest. Oh yeah, hold on. Do any of these have like over, like... Some of the paint over on there is not going to be the worst because I'm just going to make some glow. Getting like here. Just to hit. There we go. Oh yeah, they only hire a guy in the stocks who doesn't want to. Like they'll like, what is it? There was I forget. This is like one of the stories I've heard from other people telling the story that like I think Richard Pryor was kidnapped by the mob once, and they just sort of like kidnapped him, like made him perform stand up, and when they were done, they just sort of dropped him off with like his clothes, just like his pockets just stuffed full of cash. Doing like the Ren Fair equivalent of that. Oh my god. Fixable. There we go. How you doing, Kobe? How you doing? Yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm not like fully changing shit up, but I do find for like molecular bonding studs and rivets, they are supremely handy. They're very handy for those. So like if you got like a Lehman Rust tank you got kicking around that you're like, man, I hate this thing. Good news. good news is you can just poke out, you can just get the trim. Or sometimes, also sometimes you can trim this as well. It's really, I don't think I'd ever use the proper, like the ones that are not metallic. But for the metallic ones, they are really, really good for that. They're really good for that. Oh. I think I'm good on these. Oh, fuck, hold on. I almost like crushed that one with the full weight of my hand. Okay, then those two I need to wait and like fix their faces like that. Just like add a little bit of a dark red around where that went. Okay, so one of these I accidentally painted some white on the leg. Oh, yeah, that's what you're doing, Kobe. I'm taking a, oh, this guy, this motherfucker. There you are. What I'm doing is a while back, I painted these guys on stream and I did some like streaking rhyme stuff. I just wasn't happy the way they turned out. So I am currently trying to just get them, you know, looking good enough. Today is definitely like one of those like, how is shooting for good enough? And I think I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty all right with that. Really get some red on here. Oh, let's keep working that in. Flashback, what? On that. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, working restrooms at a Ren Fair sounds fucking awful. I wonder if the pay's any good though. Like, not that I'm like looking. I'm just curious. Putting paint on there and then blasting immediately with heat. Hey, I think we're good now. Yippee! Let's go. Go, and then you need like teeny itty bitty bit of dark red. There we go. There we go. Weekends are like 12 hours of... Oh, okay. That's not... Okay, that sounds like it could be rough, but probably doable. Alright. I think it's time for glow now. Let's... Oh, wait, no, fuck, I want to do the maybe probably a little bit like the medium gray on the las cannons. Yeah, I've been playing with my army recently. I actually think they at least I've been finding mine look pretty. I'm okay with the way they look on the table. Have a good. Also, to be fair, I'm mostly doing the shit online. Let's see. Do I got the lads? Yeah, there we go. This is kind of cheating because this is not like I don't think I would ever take pictures like of people me playing with somebody just because like, you know, permissions and stuff like that. But this is what my 3rd edition crew looked like, minus the ones that were dead. We had no, that's not true. No, there was just some regular Marines off to the side as well doing shit. Also also that Predator is not done yet. They look pretty good on the battlefield. I think it also does help that I accentuate them with like usually a bright color. Like I definitely do. Like, you know, I got the green glows. Also, Luna Shadow Strike. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. How you doing? My ass off so much that no one cared. Hey, let's go. I mean, getting overtime is always the goal. So fuck yeah. I'm glad you got your overtime. Hell yeah. How you doing, Luna? First round, if you do not know me, I'm Halbernot the Mimica, venture painting VTuber of the Nurgle game variety, though today I'm doing word bearers. I'm gonna maybe... God, this is stained red. Oh no, is this... Uh-oh. It's gonna be good. Yeah, oh no, the bright green looks good. I'm gonna be doing that with these guys. The downside to this brush is if I don't rinse it off good, it gets hard. Okay, hold on. Isopropyl alcohol. I got a little cup off to the side. I can swoosh that motherfucker in the isopropyl alcohol. Just like really get that shit in there. How you doing, Chieftain? How you doing? Welcome. And I think we're good to go. Yeehaw, let's go. Brush is good. That over there. Oh god, yeah. I like how every fluid, for some reason, I understand what you mean, but I feel like that also there's also like bonus fluids you have never heard about that I have clinged. There are fluids that have not been seen since the dawn of mankind that I have extracted from a shower. Like, I don't know how I feel about this. Oh no. Yeah. All the biles and humors, yeah. They've returned. A little bit on there. I don't know how I feel about this. You know what? I don't think I like that. I don't think I like how that turned out. Luckily, I can just actually probably sponge it off. Makeup sponge, yippee! All right, I'm gonna makeup sponged. I don't think it's gonna remove it. It's just gonna like kind of quick dry it. Then I can just go back with the original color and it'll be fine. At last, I have found the humor in the shower. There we go. Outfit. Oh, I have to imagine, yeah. Yeah, Manidel, yeah. Sweet. Fuck, the elves do go in bathrooms. It's, you know, stuff. Stuff and things, it's cool. Fix that a little bit. Not my favorite attempt, but an attempt was made. I think I do have to do one more quick pass. It's like I'm realizing that these little nubbins use a little bit more. Could use a little bit more. Like the ones that's on the opposite side, I'm just not gonna be able to reach. You got promoted. Oh yeah, fuck yeah! Congratulations! Hell yeah! I'm greatly amused by the casual, just like, oh shit, I got promoted, nice. Like just like the casualness of your promotion. But fuck yeah, let's go. Oh no, phrasing it that way makes it so much worse. I don't know why. Maybe because I have to imagine at Ren fairs you got like nerd conventions can be very horny places. So like cleaning up after it, that does sound like a special hell. I would almost rather baby gravy than I don't know what the phrase white piss. This just sounds horrible to me. Like you don't need to change your language or anything. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, and you got that hippie staff too. Oh boy. There we go. Yeah, I'm fine with baby better. I think it's probably because all these other ones I was like pop culture had already warned me about them. I could prepare. All right, now I have to do a fun thing called where the fuck is my green speed? I did not put it up. Yippee. Yeah, that's true. I think an alliteration does really get you does save you in that. Yeah, I'm gonna use that like Shamrock green speed paint to do some glows. Also, I've been in the process. So there was this lad. This is this overseer. Like originally, he was on this base. Like this is the base he was on, and I just did not like. Okay, I think he was like. Okay, he was like this or something like this. I just didn't like how that turned out. I gave him a smaller base. And also, like I'm gonna do it more like the way I do like turnip bases. And check this out. I actually really like this. I kind of want to make more, but like not for basing. I kind of want to make these as like little like objective markers. I don't know. I just find this is like sticks from my yard, a gravestone, some bricks, some skulls, some dirt. This was like some cork. This didn't like take much to put together. I just like how it turned out. But yeah, the plan is I'm gonna put him on this, and then also use some of that. Like if you've seen me use, I have a bunch of like fake fallen leaves that I think look really good. Oh, here's a good question. Do I attempt to glue on the purity seals before I do the glow? The thing is, I've actually like kind of moved away from doing mushrooms on my turnip stuff. I'm trying to go. I end up going more for like a spooky autumn, and I think that works for me. Glow first. Yeah, I should probably do glow first. So yeah, let's get that shamrock on there. Seen the painted mini. Oh god, it's. I mean, on one hand, I've seen it and it looks bad, but like, let's get real. Like let's be real. Special editions of video games fucking suck. They're just ways to make nerds spend $100 on like what are effectively like McDonald's toys. Like, I can understand getting like a steelbook or like, you know, or maybe like an alternate cover or a t-shirt. But like basically every special edition of a video game like basically comes with trash that you pay premium for. So when I started seeing the pictures of like the shittily painted snake, I mean it's bad. But like I also don't believe that like anyone ever expected them to look good. Like no one expected those to look good. I mean, usually movie special editions are like nice Blu-ray re-releases with like behind the scenes content and stuff for people who, oh my god, yeah, this is going ways. What the fuck was I doing last? I legitimately wonder what I did to get the glow effect last time because it was not nearly this smooth. I think movies special editions are fine. It's just that for video game special editions, they're like, we're going to sell you some garbage, but you're going to pay $100. Like, do people remember the fucking, was it like Dark Souls 2 that sold you what effectively looked like an Estus? It was like 2 or 3 that sold you like an Estus butt plug, more or less. I think it was 3 because 2 used like the grass or whatever instead. I did not play Dark Souls 2, so I'm not super aware of what went down with that. Yeah, they're like, I don't own any of those special editions for that kind of shit, but like, for people who are genuinely into those kind of movies, that they do seem like really, really good additions. Oh, the Japanese version's gonna bust? Okay. Okay, so the Japanese version also having more like thought put into it's not also too surprising as well. Yeah, no, oh yeah, anytime there's a figure, it's pretty bad. Because here's the thing, if you're wanting a nice figure for like a game, you're just going to buy that figure. There's going to be a figure that you can buy, and you should just do that instead. And now the real question is, how good are these eyes going to turn? These eyes were like an older attempt at me doing white for where the eyes should be. A little jank. It's not too bad. You can kind of just get like the area around it. Not too bad. We'll see how it dries and if I need to do any adjustments. Oh god, yeah. I guess they do have like Criterion Collection stuff sometimes. They're like Barnes and Nobles. I haven't gone there in a while. I think every now and then I could pop in there to like maybe like find some cards. Because I'm weak. Too high on this, it's fine. Get that glow going. Hey, let's go. Oh, this guy. Oh, his eyes were already. Oh, I should still do another layer on the eyes. Right. See, I actually do believe that like if G-Dubs gave a free mini, I think if Games Workshop were a different company, I think making like we had a Titus mini. And I feel like in a world where Games Workshop was a bit like less old-fashioned, I think giving away Titus as a mini in the special edition would have been a very smart move. But Games Workshop was we'll give Titus a mini in a board game for Target. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why did you think that was a good idea? I did not see the plush Necron Scarab. Plushes usually get out a bit easier than action figures for special editions. That doesn't surprise me too much. But yeah, I'm fully of the belief. Wait, did Fire Warrior come with a mini? Oh my god. I have streamed Fire Warrior once and I was drinking and that was miserable. The drinking was fine. I mean, just like, I think Fire Warrior was for me one of the worst games I've ever streamed. Because like, it's bad, but like not in like an exhilarating fun way. I played some Kusoge on the stream. But it's like, it was just dull. shit, I'll have to look at look up that model later. That is kind of fun if they decide to like waste their one good idea for giving out a mini on Fire Warrior of all games. But yeah, no, there's a reason why I've not ever bothered to finish Fire Warrior. I'm firmly of the belief that like the only way I will ever play more Fire Warrior is if there's a financial incentive behind it. If there's a financial incentive behind it, like no, like it's at that level. I would need recompense for it. What's Raider Element? How you doing? Oh yeah, I mean I mean, the thing is, I do actually believe making it $20 is like a sound financial move as well. It's like, you know, people will buy it. Everything. So I have not beat Hollow Knight 1. I will fully admit that I just never got around to beating it. I've played it a little bit. It was like one of those early games I play on stream when I didn't know better. For Fire Warrior stream fun. I do appreciate that. If I do it, it will be for like I don't know how to do subathons. I'm gonna be real. I'll have to check the lounge later for the Scarab. Like, part of me always feels weird asking for shit, even in the context of that. And I there's something about like the typical subathon structure that I just don't know how to do. It just doesn't work with my mindset. But I also realize that stuff like subathons are good specifically for getting resources to make streams better, to get like better assets or like other stuff, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Like there's a camera lens I would love to get for my setup. That like maybe if I put like playing Fire Warrior online, I don't fucking know. They just quadruple the yeah. I mean I mean this is technically not new. Like Balatro had a I mean Balatro was not meant to be as big as it is. Like this is not a dig on Balatro. I like Balatro a lot. Like, you know, they were making an indie game, so they're gonna price it like an indie game. And making it priced like an indie game probably got it so many more sales because of that. It once gave in though. For people who don't know, a lot of my I Paint Rats came from my very first attempt, my first really only attempt at a subathon. When I was a very new VTuber, I was like, haha, all these VTubers doing Subtember. I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do one painted rat per sub. Cause I was like a fucking like 2 view back then, like legitimately like 2 viewers. I ended up getting 60 subs. I painted 60 rats. No, it's not 61 rats. It was 60 clan rats, done in the color schemes people requested, and then 1 plague monk. That was a humbling experience in every way possible. I was not expecting I was certainly hoisted by my own petard. I did get all my Skaven painted, I did. So, I mean, that technically did do its job. I do actually believe a lot of that money went to, like, my very first live 2D, which is, like, a million years ago. But, like, you know, back in the Vroid days, it was, that was legit, like, early on, especially, like, Vroid was a great way to dip your toes into being a VTuber, but it was really hard to move onwards. And, like, we're also at the point now that, like, in 2025, people can make Vroids look good. And some people could make Vroids look good in, like, the early 2020s. But it was, like, a genuinely very hard skill to do. And it was, like, not guaranteed that people would even, like, give you a glance. Yeah, it's funny, Bobby, because I keep finding, like, I really like a lot of the armies that tend to be swarm armies, but I hate painting a swarm because, you know, it's a swarm. It's too many minis. When's the next one? I don't fucking know. So yeah, like I said, does a baseball bat fight? Put in recommendations and I'll have to see later. Once again, it needs magic and/or it needs swords. Yes, cosmetic ability. What? I see the pun you're reaching for. The setup needs work. The setup needs work on that one. I mean, the Warriors is pretty good, but I don't think the Warriors matches the fantasy. It needs a more blatant, like, I put Toxic Avenger in there because, like, you know, there's a katana fight in the taco stand, and, you know, a lot of radiation bullshit is basically magic. I don't know. The Warriors doesn't feel right for that. Oh, it's only an hour old. Okay, so it just needs more time to cook then. Let's see. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. It's a magical quest. I see you trying. I see you trying. Alas, I just don't think the Warriors is going to fit the vibe. I'm curious what I want to watch next week though. I mean I have some options in the docket. I have some options in the docket that'll probably dig into. I just don't know which ones yet. You do some. I need to find like a good balance too. Because my last movie night was Delgo, and I don't know if like I think Delgo was like the end of like we're good on like 3D animated movies for a while. Oh god, yeah, we did watch the Ultramarine movie, which is I was told that was shit, and it was fine. It was I guess it's shit if you don't know Warhammer, and I don't mean this as like those plebeians don't understand the deep intricacies of Warhammer, because it's not a deep movie by any means. It's just that like a lot of the mistakes are forgivable if you're like, yeah, this was a bolter porn movie. I don't know what you expected. And I think for a lot of people, they expected like a good movie. Also, Shas El Montier, thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. Unfortunately, this is going to be a real chaos hours and not much Tau stuff. But how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, it had basically like everything from what I expected a Matt Ward era like bolter porn short movie. Yeah, for the Ultramarines movie, it was basically everything I would have expected it to be. So I had no real regrets. That's gonna get highlighted there, and then I don't think the tube needs significantly more highlights. I actually thought that like the Daemon Prince and like the big like the Iron Fist, God damn it, the fucking Imperial Fist just like basically crucified onto the side of a door. I thought that was fun. I might be biased as a Chaos lad, but I thought that was still very fun. Where's about the Chaos? Hey, let's go. Oh yeah, how you doing? I'm basically fixing up some old word bearers that are like I need them to be good for heresy, and I was never like super jazzed how they turned out, but I'm shooting for like, you know, good enough. So I want them to be done. I want them to be done so I can move on, and I'm definitely gonna need to let that dry a little bit. And the rest of them still need to dry. Do I have any other like really quickie oh yeah, this guy, there we go. This was my this is my guy for Trench Crusade, and now that he's dry I could actually do like some of the like off-white flesh for his little like his little worms. Dragon Slayer. I think I got that somewhere on my list. Like Dragon Slayer, stuff like that. It's cutters. God. Comedy fantasy. I will have to see on that one. That one I will definitely need to investigate first. I'll definitely need to investigate that one first. The way fantasy works in my brain is I have a very specific take on it, and I understand a lot of people are really like, "How I want to show you this cool movie I like," and I'm very particular about what I want for movie night. So if I'm seeing like reticent for suggestions, it's because it needs to fit right in my brain. Like I think Dragon Slayers would be good. Oh, and the passenger seat falls out of the universe. Ah, good. But yeah, I don't know necessarily on that one, but I'll have to take a look. I will have to take a look on that one. Okay, oh yeah, he could say this guy I want to have slightly more dry brushed white. Actually, just another wash directly on these. Maybe just straight up the maybe like just straight up the enamel wash, just to add like a little bit more. Oh yeah, no, shovels seem pretty good. I think it's like kind of one of those implications that like shovels are really good, but early on you're gonna be strapped for cash, so like the amount of shovels you'll be running is kind of limited. But like as the game goes on, like everybody's gonna get like, you know, everyone's gonna have like a shovel. Everybody's gonna have a what's it called? Everybody's gonna have like a gas mask or like a combat helmet. I have not gotten to the point where any of mine have gotten really quite that far. I'm still at that point that like I'm trying to make sure I hit all the elites in like some of my armies still. Okay, this does seem to be the way I want. This guy has very much gone on like a roller coaster of like, do I like how this turned out? And right now the answer seems to be, actually, I never gave him the green on under the head. I did a little bit. Okay. It's getting there though. It's getting there. But yeah. But what's it called? But yeah, no. But shovels and Trench Crusade are pretty legit. I haven't played Trench Crusade in a hot minute. I'm very dependent on like who's available in my local scene to play certain games. And unfortunately, the active Trench Crusade scene near me almost exclusively like the people I know in like the shop I play at, they play kind of like every now and then. There is an active Trench Crusade group in my city, but they play on Wednesdays. I'm like, oh, I can't miss movie night. I like movie night too much, and there's unfortunately just not a lot of good days in the week to move it. It's like originally it was on Thursday. I guess I could do that, but then at least for me, double like streaming back to back, always kind of just like a little bit of that like exhaustion and stuff like that. I was just like, oh, I don't know if I'm pushing myself doing back to back double streams. At least having a day gives me like a little bit of time to like recharge yield batteries and whatnot. Good. A little bit of green. I think these guys like maybe need like another application of like I don't know if I want to do like a full enamel wash. Do I still have any G-dubs washes? I still have any G-dubs washes. I don't know. This is actually like a use case of like maybe using like a little bit of a G-dubs wash. Something kind of like quick and easy. See, the non-pitch. Those are actually going to probably be on the movie night at some point. The Chronicles of Riddick, because like I don't think the first one is going to fit super well into a movie night structure, but I know the second one will have like fucking like I know like the Necromongers are very much like movie night villain, space villain thing. So I actually do believe those will happen at some point. I've also got Society ready to go. Society might be me breaking movie night for specifically waiting for like a Halloween for that one. I'm gonna try a thing out. Yeah, Cronenberg Space Nights also just sounds like my fucking jam. How do I fuck? See, I got a contrast Gargark sewer, whatever the fuck, and a little dropper bottle, and I'm curious if I thin this down a little bit. I don't know if this is necessarily going to work, but we'll find out. I actually don't know if I've ever seen a Riddick movie. I'm going to be real. I don't think I ever actually saw one. Also this brush is going to need to be hella clean. All right. I'm just gonna try this. I don't know if it's gonna work necessarily. Okay, this is a contrast paint that has been hella thinned out. I think it's actually kind of doing what I wanted. Especially because I can like mix around the skin a little bit. Ooh, shit. Okay, I think this is working. This is working. I've basically turned a contrast paint into a very specific type of wash, and it's working really well actually. Kind of run this into like the various, just aiming for these, just getting for some of the recesses and whatnot. It seems to be doing good. Whipping and bean. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like quips like that. So yeah, I guess I'd be in immense pain for that one. But I also do feel like if we're doing Riddick stuff, we're going to be doing all the Riddick stuff. I feel like that needs to be mandatory. So I guess that's just gonna be one of those times that, like, I guess I mean, this wouldn't be the first time. Like, do you remember? Like, we did all the Underworld movies, and it was definitely like the first two were like the first couple were like, yeah, I think it's like up to 3. I would never say they're great, but I think for like what they were as like stupid goth movies that I remember from high school, flawless at like doing that kind of shit. Like once you start getting to like some of the really, and also Rise of the Lycans was just kind of a interesting movie conceptually. But like, yeah, once you start getting to like the ones that were like post her being frozen, that kind of gets weird. And it was Babylon. Oh God, he wasn't Babylon AD, wasn't he? Almost kind of like. Work that into there. Don't worry. I will eventually go back to the other lads. I'm trying some shit. I'm trying this like basically almost like tinting with a fucking contrast wash. It seems like it's working. As long as I kind of like keep it thin and like really play with it. Just make sure that like I put like most of the emphasis on that, and also just kind of like swoosh it around. You know, to use technical terminology, as long as I just kind of like swoosh it around some of the detail. Pretty alright. I might be making this too muddled, but that'll be fine. That'll be fine. At the end of the day, this guy's just like a chumpo. The worst. There we go. Those lads are important to me, Hal. They are. I mean, you know, this guy's gonna be like an objective holder and stuff, so he's got a job to do. He will be doing work when the time is right. Stuff like that. Oh God, yeah. I have not watched Tokyo Gore Police in years, and I've been looking for an excuse. So that also might be a thing that'll happen. Like I said, there's going to be some arbitrary choices for the movie night, but I don't care because at the end of the day, I'm the movie dictator for this. Yeah. So I don't know. I'll still need to figure out what I want to do for next week. Oh shit! I was gonna mention. So I don't think I'm gonna have 100% ending of Ill Bleed in time, and I actually don't even know if it's gonna be worth it, to be honest. But I do think I have the next game. I think I have the next game. It's a game that I have been like feeling weirdly nostalgic about, and I've actually never finished it, but I played it a long time ago. Does anyone want to take a guess what it is? Does anyone want to take a that? Nightstone might be a good fit, actually. Nightstone actually might be like a legit good fit. On World War I, Leisure Suit Larry. Good choices, but incorrect. I've heard some people that do like a lot of like speed paint layering, and like that was like their technique. I think I'm quite there yet, but okay. And then I'll probably do some dust stuff on his foot later. All right, I got the logo. I'm gonna drop it on stream. All right, here it is. This is what I think next week's Thursday game is gonna be. Boom. John Barkley, shut up and jam Gaiden. Oh, it's really funny to put that logo on top of Trespasser. There we go. Excellent. But yeah, I've been thinking about it lately. I'm like, I guess I never properly finished it. So I think that'll be fun. I know it is a like early or late 2000s like I've never done an RPG Maker game on stream, but I've been meaning to finish that fucking game for years, so I think it's finally time. I think most of the okay, so these are dry now, which is good because I think just the tips of the las cannons just need a little bit more white so that I can do like a proper. I could spill it around. Like some of these are spilled around the edge or a little bit already. I'm probably just gonna take those as fuck ups and just move on though. One of these guys had a cable that I thought I missed. That's the thing that's gonna drive me nuts. Is I swear one of these had like a cable that like was just hanging off of like a leg or something like that. Not the Wile E. Coyote PS1 game. No, is that good? Like why? Okay, what led you to that one? That one like particularly good or bad? Because that's a very specific one to drop. That's a very specific game to drop. I'm not to be surprised. I feel like I've generally heard that most of the Power Rangers comics are pretty good. Like specifically when I say Power, I mean like the American version stuff, like the continuing off of the like the original shows, kind of like canon. I've heard generally good things about those over the years. I don't know. It's like the only Power Ranger that I ever saw was the original series. So I also don't have like a huge attachment to like later series of Power Ranger stuff. There we go. Well, it's all good, Steve. Have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. There we go. I'll let these guys dry now. Oh, I guess I could start prepping the. Where do I want to put the like? Part of me wonders if I should put like maybe 2 per guy. Maybe like 1 on the shoulder and then 1 on the gun. That might actually be fun. That might be the move. So I'm gonna start cutting these loose. These guys are heavy weapons. They need to be like roughly. Remember what's like the optimal length on these? I feel like that's pretty good. So get that, and then also when I cut these, it's fun to take the knife and just kind of like shred the tip a bit, just to kind of scrunch it up. Not gonna be like super visible. Oh, actually, that's the thing I did for some of the other ones. These ones I think are actually like slightly more reinforced. I don't think I'm gonna get like the frayed edge on these. I've actually got like a chunk of glue on it I might need to remove. So these, and then I wonder. I'm actually not sure how these are going to handle like script. So this is also probably going to be another experiment tonight. That's fine. Going enough, barely enough. Quarter in, but I think it's doable. Yippee! And luckily, the nice thing about this is like, this is just soaking a chunk of cheesecloth. You buy cheesecloth in gigantic bundles. Like, just doing a little bit of that basically means that like I won't run out of script for a while. Off of that chunk alone, I actually believe that like I've done 3 of those, so I'm not gonna be running out anytime soon. This is gonna be nice. Need 2 more. I'm cutting it behind the music. Every time I try to use that, like, stupid thin super glue, it fucks my shit up, so I think I'm gonna not. Let's do... Maybe break off the tip of this. This is like an older thing of glue I got, so it's, like, very fucked up. It's kind of amazing, like, I think, like, every time I get new glue, I'm like, this will be good and look nice and last for a while, and then they just end up, like, crusty fuckers like this. This is very much a tweezers project. Yippee. Alright, let's just put them in a better. Gonna get the lad, and I think the longer ones are going to be better fits for the gun. I'm gonna put one like right. I'm just kind of push it and mush it. Then I'll do another one here. Purple Blu-ray platter. Did they not really? I guess. Unfortunately, I do think that like, if you're doing portable, they just kind of assume you're going digital these days. That does sound like it sucks though, especially if you're brass rod specifically so I could like I'm getting some brass rod so I can so like yeah, check these out. I can kind of shape it a little bit. It's probably gonna like flap out a little bit. I'm okay with this actually. So I'm gonna just continue to do this for all of them, and even if these can't really be like written on, I could always attempt to do some like painty bullshit. But yeah, yeah, I'm curious. I have to imagine they probably run pretty expensive now. I guess how many Blu-ray movies are you looking to watch on? I guess if you like want to do it for like lulz at like work or something too, that I could see that being nice. I remember bringing like, I had like an overnight guard shift. I remember bringing my fucking laptop so I could watch movies, and that was glorious. You know what? That's fair actually. Yeah, going especially like I also do buy anime Blu-rays from time to time, so I feel you on that. I've been like. Considering how like volatile a lot of digital data is these days, I feel like that's probably like a solid move. So I want to always put these on the same spots. That one turned out pretty good. There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't trust like long term. I mean, like, you know, if you like archive your own shit, that's one thing. But yeah, it's like especially for people who just kind of assume streaming platforms will always sort of be at their current state. Like that's a mistake. We can put one maybe on like this. You know, so, oh no, that's really fair. Yeah. No, I feel you. Nobody I think who watches me really follows. Did you know that the government destroys you with Wi-Fi? I don't know. Like I usually stick to like fun conspiracy theory stuff, like things involving aliens, like that like Wi-Fi conspiracy theory stuff is not like particularly interesting to me. Off of Wiley's cousin. Oh, okay. The fuck is that? Yeah, I have not heard of that, but I've also not particularly gone looking for something like that either. So this is all news to me. Nope, fuck. This is surprisingly more complex than I was expecting. Oh wait. Oh. I don't even have like particularly jittery hands. Why? It's doing the thing I feared, where it just sticks to like everything but the thing I want. You know what? Fuck it. This is drag out a little bit. You know what? Okay, that's pretty good. That's fine. This is acceptable. I made I basically took a bunch of cheesecloth, soaked it in PVA glue, and then I cut it into strips, so I got like prayer scroll bits. Since I do be rocking word bears. And it looks like it's going pretty good. Put one on like the back, just for like a little break. Oh, hey, how you doing? How you doing, Sir Nicholas? How you doing? I'm taking this heavy support squad that I started painting like ages ago. Yeah, we get the litanies of hate. No, actually, this is during an era where this would be primo, like putting the word of Lorgar on there for sure. Fun to chamber. Oh, see that one's fun. I find it like, so if anyone ever needs like some real apeshit conspiracy theory stuff, go to Bibliotheca Pleiades. At least at one point that was like for like fun alien conspiracies. You did also get like Indigo Children stuff on there, which is also like a whole separate thing. But yeah, no, Bibliotheca Pleiades is, wait a minute. Oh yeah, this is a squad of 5. I thought that for some reason I cut enough for 6. How about for this one I mix it up and don't put both on the gun? I'll put this other one on this arm. Come on. Maybe a mistake. Oh god. Oh, there we go. I think this is gonna work. God, miss scrambling your brain with 6G. Yeah. Everybody knows that 5G was made up by the reptilians so they could work on 6G, and then us warm-blooded Americans would never realize what they were up to. Okay. You putting glue directly on your arm wasn't a great idea because I don't know if that's going to mess with the paint. But no, the grippage do be hard. There we go. A bit more there. Oh no, it's loosened. You know what? Fine. This is okay. This is fine. This is whatever. Yep. Personal best on Ace. Hey, let's go. I have not played any. I like roguelites, so like I should like Hades. I just never got around to it. But I've heard nothing but good things about all of them over the years. Go. 2025 people aside. I don't know. Conspiracy theory is weird. Like, it's just the way it operates. I also do find something just inherently bizarre about how, like, now a lot of the, like, the crunchy granola kind of people are also hitting, like, the exact same types of conspiracies. Like you sort of get into the whole, like, I love my ranch and I love my gun and I hate the like, a lot of people. But then you also get to, like, I love love and crystals and earth, and then also that, like, reptilians are real. And you're like, wait, what? How are you doing this? How do you both hit the same conspiracy theory? It's like very, very strange. How you doing? How you doing? I'm currently working on some word bearer lads. And I hit them with prayer scrolls. Come on, bud. Oh. Need slightly more. Maybe like a decent amount of glue on there. This should not be as big of a pain in the ass as it's turning out to be. Shouldn't do it with my thumb. Oh, my hubris is real. Let me get that brass rod again. There we go. I'm gonna leave that on there and just not touch it for a while. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, the Lockheed Martin hippie chick is a real fucking mood. No, I guess Bibliotheca Please a little bit. Yeah, fair. Also fair point. Yeah, also, this guy is the commander, so he should get an extra seal, because I hate myself, and clearly I must make this harder than it needs to be. This is the one that, like... I was like, oh, this one to the side has a very nice bend to it. I was like, oh yeah, it has that bend because it had, like, the glue-hardened stuff that I didn't want. There we go. Oh, I don't think I've also not particularly looked into, like, what might be conspiracy documentary stuff. It's funny, the documentary, I still have there's just, like, not to go back to horse games, but there is a documentary about Urara called, like, The Shining Star of Losers Everywhere that I've bookmarked, and I keep meaning to take a look at because it's only like 20 minutes. Why are these so hard? Document said was this six. Huh. I guess you kind of gotta bury the lead for something like that, or if you want people to like not saying it's a correct thing to do. I mean, just like in their position, if they're trying to like make you like, oh, check out this guy's stuff, and then you're like, oh yeah, he's also like that. fuck off. Keep adding more glue and it just doesn't stick. Why is it like this? Why is it like this? Maybe my glue is just old. I mean, it probably is old. Oh, he was living in California. Oh. Oh. Oh god, yeah, he's got, okay, so he's got like all the keywords then. It's time. Third time is the fucking charm. Remove the sticks now. Up. It's hard to do. You know, I probably should have decided to do one of these around the molecular Oh, there we go. There we go. Nice. Nice. Oh, so he's doing some like First Nation of Islam shit. Like the kind of stuff you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, my guy? Okay, so we got these. Probably enough time has passed that I can start doing some of the glow on the tip. And probably a couple of other places that might need it. The tip is primarily the big one, though. So, yeah, ooh, I think I'm actually gonna get these guys done tonight. Or at least close enough. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but fuck yeah, let's go. Maybe it was more or less like the entire barrel. More or less the entire barrel seems to get me like the magical result I crave, so. Maybe not like the very back part of the barrel, but just enough. Maybe just like another go here just to slightly darken it up. I don't need much. Oh, thank you. I've been... Like, once again, for these were models that I did not like how they turned out. And the fact that, like, once again, not my best work ever, but I'm like, you know what? I like this. And they're also being very, very good guinea pigs for what will be, like, future projects. Like, so I technically have, I've experimented a little bit with those scrolls. So, here's a monitor. Do the eyes need a little bit? A little bit. There we go. But yeah, let's see. So where is it? There we go. So yeah, I have a bunch of word-bearer tactical marines. I'm gonna try to at least get 10. I'm gonna try to get at least 10 done. So it's like I got the little word-bearer symbol glued on. I'm gonna probably put only one on just one pauldron because they're just tacticals. Maybe the sergeant will have two. I still need to. I did a bit of plastic glue to try to weld this connection point. These were used. How you doing, honey? Welcome. They are, yes. Specifically, these guys are gonna be for 30K. I'm currently in these were just the models I just never got around to painting, and I just didn't like how they were turning out. So I'm fixing them now. But yeah, they are for heresy. There's also a group of people who do apparently like 750 point horse heresy games near me. That's like little like introduction games, and also is just like, you know, they like to do smaller narrative events. So I'm gonna try to get into one of those. I actually didn't consider putting these guys into this theoretical list I got cooked up for that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this was like painted with I did the painting and I used streaking grime, and the streaking grime was a little too harsh, so I did a bit of stippling today. God damn it, I always go back and forth. I did a bit of stippling today to try to rectify that. I basically just try to go in and get that fixed. Yeah. I don't, Shelsra. I don't think so. I don't think they're doing Zone Mortalis, but I'm not 100% sure. Stippling, that sounds right. It's more like I just go back and forth. I just need to commit to one. For some reason, I just always flip-flop, and I don't know why. The leather? Oh god, the leather, unfortunately, I don't recall. I think it's like dark brown, dry brush with a light brown, and then I did a wash. Unless you mean the scrolls. If you mean the scrolls, like the purity seals and stuff. No, these okay. This is prayer scrolls. Sorry. These are not purity seals because like that's 40k. Cheesecloth. You take cheesecloth, you soak it in PVA glue, maybe like 50 water to PVA to make it more rigid. And then you can just cut it off with an X-Acto knife. And then I used barbarian skin from Vallejo to kind of change the coloration on it. That seemed to work. Sloth. Did I get this guy's eyes? Oh, this guy's just never got his eyes done. Fuck. Okay, nearly entirely missed this dude's eyes. Light brown and a red wash. That's probably leather's one of those things that like I have a lot of minis with leather, but I don't have like a defined way I do leather. That's usually the leather on my dudes are like an afterthought because they're just other things that like I put more effort into. A little bit dark. Hold on the cheek. I didn't like. Let's pick that up at the stage. It's a can. Sick. Let's go. Let's pronounce sloth. I'll continue to call it sloth. It's fine. It's fine. I'm still one of those people that will die on the calling them gifs instead of gifs. We don't call them graphics. It's fine. Yeah, that's also true. Leather can be just like so many colors, so just kind of just whatever, really. Then, yeah, like a little bit above that. He's just got, okay, so there's just like general scuff around. That's fine. We got this. Slow. Anyway, where am I going with this? But yeah. But yeah, so far these guys are going good. I'm still painting them with the assumption that I might be able to finish them tonight. So as far as steps goes, I probably need to do a little bit more paint on the scrolls, especially where I cut them loose from the cloth. I need to do, I think the glow is basically at a stage that I'm pretty happy with. Outside of like maybe, I could see myself maybe like missing some like side angle where I just find out that there's just like one piece of white that's showing, but it doesn't seem like that. It doesn't seem like that. There we go. And then I also need to do my pretty traditional, well, I need to paint the, this and just put up a bit. I need to do like the dusty feet and whatnot, and then I should be good to go. Ooh, Mechanicum's nice. Mechanicum I would basically need to like fully 3D print, or I would need to like sell an organ. One of my jelly organs. In order to afford that, but Mechanicum does seem really cool as an army. So there's just always going to be this like little bit that's a little bit. I guess I could just do a little bit over the lip, and that would probably fix that. By the John, I don't find you. Jesus, take the wheel. Excellent. There we go. I get a couple, like another drop of this bullshit. Yeah, you know what, this guy, I wonder if I should make his like little eye holes glowy. Nah. He's already on thin ice, so for context, that guy was a model that I also don't think I did any of the screen. That guy was a model that I did not like his base, and I'm just fixing that. I've already done some tweaks and some touches and some highlighty bits. I don't think I want to potentially risk his fucking up his sick grill. One of these had the eyes only there. They're all still basically drying, so we got some time. Go. That on there. A little bit on there. Yippee! So Shazra, thank you for the sub with Prime. Thank you. Yeah, I know. So, like, I know there's plastic Mechanicum. So for me, I already find, like, Space Marine Horus Heresy very expensive. However, I am very lucky that every now and then some motherfucker will just go to the shop and drop off somewhere in the bulk, just like a bunch of plastic Heresy Marines. And because more or less everything uses the same chassis, I can just be like, oh, okay. I can make these guys into X squad or of whatever. Like, that's where these bodies, I'm pretty sure, came from. Either these are used bodies, or these are bodies I had from the Age of Darkness set that I can just use for frivolous shit like this because my need for basic troops is just met by my shop. And then I can just, like, 3D print the bits I need, and then, like, that's fully covered, so I don't gotta super worry about it. But no one's really just dunking, like, a whole, like Phalanx cohort just at the shop. No one's really doing that. It would be neat, and like maybe if someone did, maybe I would consider picking it up so I could just get like a Praven or whatever, or the Tech Marine that lets you bring in some like Mechanicum stuff as like a fun little treat for myself. But otherwise very unlikely. Otherwise very unlikely that'll ever happen. Justin, legs. Ugh, there we go. Do like a tiny bit more of the barbarian's flesh color. Oh, I just need some more barbarian flesh in my palette. And then once that dries, then I'm gonna have to make the attempt of figuring out if I can use a micron pin on these. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I will certainly try. Oh, fit on there. I'm very glad that the barbarian flesh ended up being like a pretty good like almost like papyrus in a weird way. Yeah, let's go. No, I've heard good things about the fluorescent paints, and this isn't like a diss against them. I just never got around to it. There's just like a lot of paint stuff that I just like haven't fucked with yet. I think Matthew has mentioned that like some of the fluorescent paints are pretty baller. There's a couple of people recommended them to me. I do need to check those out. If I can stick to prime plastic, I mean, yeah, I've used a micron pin on prime plastic. It's fine. It's doable. Oh yeah, I can see them being good for eyes. Let's see. That's hard to separate a little bit, which I actually think is okay. Because I can just get in the innards and sort of read. Because effectively, this is 2 layers of cheesecloth where it just kind of folds in on itself when I glued it. Just to add like a little bit more rigidity, I guess, is probably the best way like to explain what I was doing there. Seeing as I can kind of like paint it down. How you doing, Tampopo? How you doing? Oh, the new Chaos Dwarf stuff. Yeah. They're cool. I feel like the biggest asshole because forever I've been like, fuck yeah, I've been waiting for Chaos Dwarfs, and they came out and I'm like, I am busy with other shit. I don't think I got the time or the energy or really like the guts. I don't think I have it in me to do them. Wait, Tampapa, did you not hear that the Chaos Dwarves are being released for Age of Sigmar? Like they're getting like a full army box and everything. They have like an evil bull construct too and stuff like that. How did you not hear this? This was fucking everywhere for a while. Like I can pull up a picture for you real quick because I'm gonna need these bastards to dry anyway. It was like a whole thing, my guy. Let's see, let me get these last little bits. Yeah, the bull knot's pretty good. I also like that like big fucky like the guy's got the bull mount. I don't remember what it's called, but it seems really neat. I don't know if it's like, should I like bother to push these down? Okay, like a little. I'll push them down a little bit. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh no! Worst case scenario. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. Fuck that up a little bit. Not the worst. All right, go let them dry. Yeah, let me see if I can put those on screen real quick. Chaos Dwarf box set. Edges. Is it going to show everything from the release? Yeah, there we go. There's going to be more than this, but this is generally what they're going to be. Fuck WebP. You're a good format, but the world is not ready for you yet. Yeah, but there we go. So yeah, these are the lads. You get like an artillery thing. You get some dwarfs. You get like the big fuck off evil bull. I think they'd be neat. I do think they're neat. It's just that like I'm realizing that I just don't have like I have too many projects. I have too many army projects. I'm full up for now. I'm full like I'm gonna be getting the Saturnine box like within like a week. Like I can't do any more. I am but a singular man. If time and money were no objective, I would pick them up, but alas. It's all good, Black Roses. Have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. Oh wait, was this the cable that just needed a little bit of attention? It's a little bit on there. I swear I saw one of these guys had a cable that was just like not painted, and I'm like looking for it, and it's just not showing up. It's not showing up, and I don't know why. And wait, no, oh, Bobby. Oh, you've really been out of the loop. Votan just got wave 2. Votan just got like big robots and like a guy who's wearing Tyranid armor, like from the Tyranid he skinned. Votan are feature. It definitely took years, yeah, for sure. But they are effectively like complete, I believe. They're complete enough. Okay, so we got that like little bit. There we go. Yeah, that would be nice, but that would require them to like think things through, and I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm just gonna add like a little, actually. Maybe I'll do this with all of them. That's oh no. That one just kind of need it as like a flaw thing, but I guess. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Just some degree of like solidarity, I guess, between the various guns. There we go. How you doing, Lord of Bones? How you doing? I'm working on the lads. Oh shit, you know, I also realized I could go a little bit later tonight because I don't gotta work tomorrow. At least as far as I'm aware, I don't have to work tomorrow. If they pull some shit last second, I'm gonna be big sad, but so if I need to get these guys done, I might just spend the time doing so. Yeah, no, that's fair. I think getting life shit together is way more important than getting the mini shit together. I would argue I don't have life shit together, but I mean, like, I got like a place I can live and like I pay bills and stuff like that. So I think it's not too bad. Oh, that's unfortunate news, but I'm glad you're doing all right. All right. War Majors. Hey, let's go. Now here's the real question. I have a micron pen. Will the micron pen work on this? No. Micron pen does not work. Let's see what options we got. Take a little bit of black. Also gonna have to touch it. There's like the little bit where it's like shiny because on the pauldron. What's a thinner brush of mine that won't bend? Like, this is my thinnest at the moment that's like not fucking. A newer thing. I have a collection of brushes that brush size 0. They're gonna be like a double 0. And oh, okay. It's a double 0, but it's frayed. I give it a 100. Hold on. Ah, there we go. Let's see. Oh, sucks at school to go studio. Hey, getting an apartment's nice. Downside is like these Vallejo. So Vallejo released some synthetics, and they just don't hold a tip very well. The tip just evaporates. That one's. That's tragic. Well, let's see if this one does it. Actually, I'm also curious in just choose. We'll go like. Okay, so this kind of works. This kind of works. Let me see. So like, I'm definitely probably like not gonna be able to space this very. Okay. Okay. It's happening. It's very fate. It's very fate. How you doing, Ivan? Welcome. How you doing? Let's see. Get this going. Currently attempting to do. Like, I'm basically having to do like a very plain, like this is just like a line. This is just a, like, there's not enough really to do much more than that. I'm just gonna have to just kind of hope. Looks like it's going pretty tight though. Oh, fuck. This is... That's kind of fun. I guess I can do like a maybe if I just put like a little metallic drop to show that that's like where like the connection point is. I have to be very particular about the thickness of the paint though, because if it's too thin, it actually still gets absorbed into the cheesecloth. Yeah, we can kind of see that there. Okay, let me try a different one. Giants part. Hey, let's go. We September nerds. Oh god, it is going to be September in 4 minutes for me. Oh god, it's really okay. It's really funky where it's like. If I make it really thin and kind of like wiggle it, it almost seems like it kind of does something. Could try a toothpick, yeah. I've seen some people do a toothpick. Let me give that a go. Luckily, I have a shitload of toothpicks because I use them for a bunch of stuff. Wake me up when I see what you're doing there. Let me see how this works. Oh, okay, this is relatively stable. I'm definitely going to need to do some, like, maybe some touch-up with the original color on this, but... Also... Turns out toothpick does not hold paint very well either, so I gotta like... Interesting, okay. This also might be a con. I like worst case, if this just turns out not to be good material for, like, prayer scrolls, I can still always use this for, like, cloaks and shit. Isn't, like, the worst. Doesn't look too bad. I might be coping, but I think I'm getting the... I do think, what's it called? Chaucer, I do think the toothpick method so far has been the most consistent. I think it's because the material's like naturally porous, so actually having like something that's sort of like physically hard to push against it. I wonder if there's a way I could get like a needle, like some sort of... I don't know, I guess I actually did get a bunch of sewing needles. Would those be sharper than a toothpick? Probably not, actually. I don't know. For context, oh, paperclip would be good. I don't have a paperclip on me, though. Let's check out one of those sewing needles, though. Hold on, let me do that real quick. So for context... Okay, hold on. I'm not even gonna bother to switch scenes. I know where to find my... Okay. These are actually dull, so they're not going to be a good fit. But I do want to show you guys something. So, I built one of the G-Dubs cactuses on stream, and I tried to transport it, and the toothpicks exploded. So I was looking online for ways to get stronger G-Dubs cactuses, and I got turned on to these. These are like blunt sewing needles, but like, you know, they're plastic, and you get like a whole bag of them for like $5. Unfortunately, the toothpick is definitely pointier. But in theory, if I took that and like used like one of those and I believe wood putty, I know somebody in my turnip group really likes wood putty for like the basis for like certain types of terrain like that. Because wood putty is really, really, really fucking strong. So, like, you could just straight up, plastic needles and wood putty should, in theory, mean that I can make a G-Dubs cactus that can, like, take a knock-in when I'm moving it. Which sounds cool. Sounds neat. There we go. And the triple master, and then that's when I go back and kind of do some touch-ups on the other ones. And then also do the green on the tips, because right now they're all white. It's weird. Sometimes I feel like I get like the perfect ratio on this, and I don't understand like what the mechanism for like what makes like a good run and what makes a bad run. If it's okay, actually, okay. If I keep the text really dense, actually, this would be pretty good. The text needs to be really dense. Get some more black on there. There we go. And for my wardrobe. Oh yeah. If you like G-Dubs dwarves, like now is a pretty solid time for sure. You got all the old world dwarves that are available again. You got Votan getting the full wave. You got Chaos dwarves are like real now. I wonder if that means if I can go back to these other ones and just kind of like, okay. Yeah, I might actually be able to go back and fix these other ones. I think my mistake was attempting to space the text at all. I just kind of go in and just like really just sort of make it look like it's dense. I'm like not hitting the edge at all with this one, but okay, that sounds pretty good. Do it in a Russian cursive. I don't even know how to do like Russian not cursive. Like Russian's one of those languages I could not even begin to fake. Well, this one might be too much. Also, something I want to test too. Let me do a quick test as well. Let me get all the text on all these. I was thinking about using the marker just to put like a little metal dot at the tip of all these, because I figure the metal dot will actually just make it look more like it is. I think the metal dot will make it look more like it's been like stapled on instead of just kind of just glued on, I guess. It's all cursive English M's. Oh god, that sounds awful. I mean, it sounds fun. Okay, it sounds fun to write, but to read, that sounds like it could be hell. Yeah, these are getting fixed in a way that, oh god, hold on, the lad flipped over this guy from earlier. How did he turn out now it's drying a bit? I'm actually pretty happy with this. He definitely looks like grungier than I expected, but I think he turned out good. I still need to like get his base like powdered and whatnot, but we're getting there. Do you have a hobby knife? For these guys, I'm okay with it being a little messy. It's fine. But yeah, I guess a hobby knife would be thinner. I could try it real quick though. Hold on. Do I got? Problem is like hobby knives are really actually no. Hobby knives are really reflective, which is the problem. So probably what I need to do is find like a hobby knife that I can. This is gonna sound stupid, but prime black. Oh shit, you're right. Oh, I guess I could do that. All right, let's see. So I got this. I don't know how to whittle. I assume I just basically just sharpen towards the tip, which doesn't seem to be getting like actually significantly sharper or not. If anything, I might be damaging the point. You know, if somebody would have told me today that I'd be whittling on stream, I don't think I would believe them. Actually, that's not true. All right, I tried to whittle the toothpick. I don't know if it's actually any sharper or not. We'll give this a go for now. We'll give this a go. Well, yeah, I'm whittling near stream. Fair. Why did that one wiggle? Oh no, I don't like this one wiggling. Hold on, Choto. I have an idea. I'm gonna take another toothpick and compare them to. Oh, I actually made this toothpick duller. Okay, so I actually made the toothpick duller, which is fine, because I think what I need to do is put a dab of glue on that toothpick, on the one I dulled. Let's see, and then maybe put that like right here. Bend it slightly. Hey, there. Oh, okay, no. A little bit. Need more glue. I do got sandpaper. I just don't got it like near me. The glue into like. Nope. Okay. Fucking idiot. So I had like a bit of like cork off to the side. I was like, oh yeah, I'll put a little bit of glue on the cork, and I could use that to like scoop some stuff off of. And then the cork immediately absorbed it. Like a gun turret? There we go, that's fine. And glue in the little hole that's in there. This is a gun that I printed out. So somebody revealed to me that like I could use my lemon pig, the one on the walker, as a defiler. Sorry, it's a defiler for 40k. I want to try that. There we go. That sounds like a good way to get a lot of like stuff in your lungs, but I could also see that making incredibly sharp stuff. So let's get a little bit of. And oh, I just need a bit more black paint on there. There we go. I was like, why is this not working? Put the black paint in. There we go. I put it backwards in a different area than I usually do. Excellent. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna get these. Like having these guys done is just gonna be nice. I've had these guys like I said, legitimately. Like I'm pretty sure that these guys hold on. I think I'm beginning to migrate off screen as I've been working. I gotta stop that. It's probably arguably like my worst habit is like sometimes I do scrunch up closer to me. So that'll work, and then yeah, but the Vtuber, I don't know how that would work either. Yeah, glitter makes me feel. the phrase "industrial glitter" is also really good. That is an excellent phrase. Oh, so this is the one I was doing like differently. What's on? I do really like the sort of like the natural waviness to this as well. Has been pretty good. Like I'm still very early on this technique of using the cloth, but I do think once I master it, it's gonna be really good. So another thing I want to try real quick is, first of all, I do need to get all the. I need to get a green on the top of this, looking good. There we go. I can begin to see like my speed paint just slowly get absorbed into my, and like the wet palette with the speed paint does really dilute it after a while, which isn't like too bad. Now we got a little bit on the tip of there. Just like a little bit on here. Okay, that basically corrected that one issue, stuff like that. Whether it's worth taking the time to sharpen. Nah, yeah, that's true. I think the thing I probably will just maybe check out is like, maybe like honest to God, maybe I just gotta get me a quill. Well, because like I'm realizing like I think I'm just reinventing a quill. I should just get a quill, and then I could do the parchment real old school. Okay, now here's the thing I want to try real quick. So I got my metal pen. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is like, I'm seeing what happens if it looks like I just do like a little metal dab near the top. No, it doesn't really read like metal. Yeah, so basically I did this technique of using parchment paper, cheesecloth, sorry, soaked with PVA glue to do like parchment. And I was trying to get like clinger writing a little bit. And trying to do different techniques to do that. Or I could do like a fountain pen. Yeah, it's basically something that has like a writing implement sort of built into it. I'll also just try it. Like, so I could also just take the original material and just kind of like hit bits and pieces of it. Like, I don't know which ones it might be worth doing that too. Oh, that one just needs a little bit more on there. Let's see, fray the hairs, and at the end some more the hairs. See, I couldn't get that to work. I tried to do that. Brush pen is a brush with a self-inking well. Ooh, okay, that does sound nice. Yeah, see, these are pretty... Okay, these are solid enough. Oh, yeah, the thing I wanted to do is I wanted to, like, recolor over the metal bits I just did. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Okay, I was worried if I'd be able to unmetal that. Oh, wait. I just stuck my toothpick into my paint well, into my water well. Jesus. Okay. Let that dry a little bit. I could maybe touch it up a second. Yeah, that's sort of like thinning contrast with a wet palette is really spicy. Okay, so now the thing I need to do is go to all the gray areas and stuff, like stuff where like the glue from when I attach those is visible. So like, I have like a little bit of glue right here, so I can reduce the shine just enough there. Got a little bit of red that needs toned down. I was listening to music. I was like, "Is this the Fubuki version?" How you doing, Angel? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, funny you should mention that. I'm actually doing a warband that is basically word bearers falling to Slanesh entirely. How you doing, Sola? How you doing? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been trying some shit today with various degrees of success, but I think overall I've been pretty happy the way shit be going. But yeah, like I got what's it called? So I got like this guy's. Oh, he's small. I mostly just kept this guy vanilla except for the word bearer shoulder. Oh yeah, hold on. I have it. I have a better integration of those two. It's my noise marines. There we go. You can see like the word bearer's coloration a bit mixed in. We got some of the more demonic, Gal Vorbak inspired helms and stuff like that. The glowy green. So yeah, I definitely am doing that mostly because I want. Are there like corn melee? Oh, I'm gonna be honest. Corn word bearers are probably I've actually seen in the books corn word bearers more often than basically any other god. Like corn word bearers show up a ton. Like it's always like a word bearer trying to bind like a corn demon or something. It's fucking nuts. I was like, hey, have yourself a good night. Stun. Fucker. You fucker. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, but yeah, so like I also think to a certain degree, weirdly enough, like in terms of like I know Horus Heresy's kind of got this more than like 40k proper. I think in Horus Heresy, word bearers are technically one of the horde armies. Like you're supposed to just run like a fat block of tacticals and stuff. Just very slightly touching that one up. They really do. They really do. It always just seems like they're trying to like imprison a fucking like bloodthirster, and I don't know what leads to that, but sure. No, wait, so because I tried to fix that like dot near the top, it's not great. I'm gonna basically just wipe that out entirely and then blow dry it real quick and then just do that flat technique again. There we go. Alright, there we go. And then get the toothpick again. But yeah, how you nerds coming and doing? I am going late tonight because tomorrow's a holiday and I want to get these guys done. They're actually like not too far off. They're not too far off from being done. I do. Behold, what I jokingly call the Hal Vorback. These are Gal Vorbak that I'm / just possessed. I'm making out of Mark 6 bodies and like the really old possessed kits. It actually turned out pretty good. They're on the docket of ones I need to finish. They're really close. I just have like a couple of scuff points I need to hit. Yeah, they are real. Yeah, Corn is really straightforward. You just commit violence and then he gives you power. Like it's a pretty good like exchange system. All right, so. What I've been doing for a lot of my word bears is giving them like a really dusty gray base. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, Labor Day. I have some plans to get some shit done during Labor Day. There's a couple places I want to try to hit up for some of the sales. We'll see if that happens though. Yeah, you know what? I'm also gonna be real. I wonder if corn demons are just bound more. Like, I feel like when, like, think about this, everybody. For people who have, like, know anything, like, 40k, 30k. Like, you're reading a story. The story has a bound daemon in it. Like, think about how many times that bound daemon is usually a bloodthirster. It's pretty high. I feel like, you know, there's bound daemons of other types, but I do feel like whenever a bound daemon seems to come up on the regular, I would say overall, I've noticed that it seems to be a bloodthirster. Maybe they're just easier to trick. I don't know. I would not to be surprised if a bit of that is they are just easier to trick. Oh no, that's funny. Yeah, so there's a chapter called The Exorcists, which are an Iron Fist, God damn it, I call them everything but the right name, an Imperial Fist, like basically a Primaris offshoot chapter, where their idea is that they successor chapter, but they are primarily Primaris, I believe, where the idea is that they purposely bind demons to themselves and then rip them out, with the idea that it makes them a bit more like immune to demon bullshit. It also fucks their souls up. There's one where there's like a wordbearer guy who had like a Tzeentch demon bound to him that was trying to like bind the Khorne demon to the service. No, the thing is, I actually don't know the Doom Legion chapter off the top of my head, to be fair. Their function's very similar to Grey Knights, but they're doing it in like the most heretical backwards way possible, which is very fun. Get that dusty ground, and now that the dust is drying, gotta take this water thing and kind of just thin it out near the top. But yeah, no, spoilers. It doesn't work out well for the word bears, because once again, I love them, especially at Heresy. They're really great, but in 40k proper, word bears are the designated jobber faction. Their job is to do a big, cool, grand thing and to look cool, but then, oh no, they do an oopsie fuck up, and then straight up they get fucked up. Ah, the Nemesis chapter. I also don't know them either. I'm primarily operating like I know they have like the special like Devastator squads that were those ones that like are into Heresy during Calth, where like we gotta break doctrine and do like some like real wild shit. Otherwise, I'm also very weak on my Ultramarines lore. So just kind of thinning that out. So this is like, there we go. Still dusty, but like less super chunky dusty. We can thin out a bit. Celestial Lions. I'm telling you, I really don't know a lot of Loyalist chapters. I really don't know a lot of Loyalist chapters. Oh, I'm continuing to make progress on what's it called? The first Watchers of the Throne book. The first Watchers of the Throne book. That's been going pretty good. That's been going pretty good lately. Basing my materials lore. Hey, I mean, I base my guys' lore pretty well. It's just I do it on like chaos elements, so I don't know a lot of Loyalist chapters. But yeah, it's been neat. We're at the point where like Terra is actively getting invaded by demons, and Gilliman comes back, so it's been actually pretty cool. Ooh, yeah, I guess if you put them together, I feel like the Lamenters would still need to lose. Like, I feel like the Lamenter's identity is losing, like to the point that like I feel like if they didn't get their shit kicked in, that their fans would be upset, maybe, like straight up. I study how to fight Marines. Ah, gotcha. And there we go. Ah, fuck. His legs are good. And we'll continue to the next one. I believe the final steps are just to do this and then to paint the rims, and then like maybe see if there's like any like on a model per model basis if I fucked up, like if there's like a little like, you know, just like a part where I goofed a little bit on a mini or not. I actually haven't seen the Lamenters show up proper in any of the books I've read yet either. To be neat. I guess it's like there's like, I guess if I actually go and I do need to like properly read the books for the Bad Ab War. Like I've always seen like third-party stuff about that, but like I do paint Minotaurs, and that is kind of like, it's like that, and there's another Forge World book about like a Necron invasion that I know they're pretty heavy in. So if I want to see anyone rep my boys, I gotta do that. Oh, that guy! No shit. Yeah, okay. I remember what you're talking about. Yeah, which is really funny because like I'm not an Ultramarine hater, but No Fear was probably one of my least favorite 40k books I've read, and like that guy's big bold plan was like, maybe we should I don't know, be slightly creative. Like I've heard the same guy, the guy who sort of is the basis behind the chat, like the idea of a sergeant having a red helmet. And I thought he would be more wild. Like I thought he would be a bit more of a renegade, be like, shit's getting real desperate. No. He's basically the equivalent of an ultramarine who's like, guys, I'm sick of vanilla. I'm gonna have strawberry ice cream. Oh fuck. Gasp. I also did find out recently what the deal is up with Telemachus. So Telemachus was a character in No Fear who I thought was really cool, but he was barely in the book, and I was like, what the fuck is your deal? Like he basically was like a newly made dreadnought, and was sort of there during that fight, and I was like, what is the deal with Telemachus? Like what? Like why is he given so much story time which is wasted because the story was cool, but he just didn't get nearly enough love? And I found out that he has a model, and I was like, because like I was looking through the Horus Heresy Legends book, and I was like, oh, I see Telemachus in here. I didn't even go looking for him. I was control effing the phrase word bearers, and Telemachus was mentioned as like fucking on word bearers. I was like, oh. It made a lot more sense knowing that, and I was like, okay. But yeah, No Fear is still like not a 40k book I enjoy very much. I've enjoyed Ultramarines and other things, so I'm not even though I'm a word bearers guy, I don't like despise Ultramarines. But yeah, they're not my favorite. Oh, how you doing, Night Hunter, Teresa? Teresa, oh my God, what's happening tonight? How you doing, Teresa? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. If you do not know me, I'm Halbernut the Mimic Elf, painting VTuber of the Nerd Golden Skaven Ready. How was Reverse 99 treating you? 1999. I'm currently working on some old word bearers heavy support squads that I just never. I say old as in like I started painting these guys like a couple months ago, and I didn't like how they turned out, so I'm in the process of currently correcting that. Because I started with Tyranids. Oh, fair. There's like an okay connection. I guess I don't know. I still associate like as like Tyranid rivals. No, that's not true. Fucking Calgar, I forgot, lost his fucking arms and legs to Tyranids. Never mind. Yeah, with Macrog, yeah. I blanked on that for a bit, and I was like, wait a minute. That should be more, what's it called? Blood Angels, but yeah. Also, Gifted Abstractions, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. Also, yeah, and how you doing, Convoy VT? Welcome. Oh, God, yeah, they are doing Assassin's Creed thing, aren't they? Yeah. Painting's going good. Like I said, I started these guys months ago, but I was just like, not... they just didn't turn out good, like in a way that I liked, and I was trying streaking grime early on there, and I wasn't ready. Like I didn't super know how to use it well, so the minis just didn't turn out looking very good. Oh yeah, that's my boy Pino. He's my familiar. He's my lad. He's my boy, my dude. But yeah, no, today's stream has gone pretty well actually, because I've been like giving them a bit more TLC, and it's been bouncing out a bit well. A little bit more back on there. Wordbearer Priest versus 1,000 Sun Sorcerer. Who's win the Wizard duel? 1,000 Suns. Like, listen, I like Wordbearers. Wordbearers are definitely like big ritual guys. I feel like if you put like a bunch of 1,000 Suns and a bunch of Wordbearers to like do a ritual thing, I'd give it to Wordbearers. But now, if you're doing pure sorcery, it's definitely got to be 1,000 Suns. That's their thing. I would never want to take away a chapter's thing and give it to another chapter, because that's just like, you know, their thing. Guys are going good. Painting is going good today. Been working on these lads. They're turning out pretty legit. Oh, thank you. Yeah, these are definitely like darker reds. I got some grays. I got the green glow, which is like a thing I like doing a lot. And okay, that one is like about much lighter dirt on there, but I'm still okay with that. Get a little bit more. I'm using weather. If you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I should explain. You can get pigment, like pigment powders, and the move is what you do is you basically, so there's different ways people apply these. Some people will apply them directly with their brush. I've learned a technique that I did not invent this. I think it's like El Miniaturista had this, where you basically pre-mix it with the paint thinner, and then you put it on, and then you blow dry it off, and it kind of it stops it from like blowing off a lot more. And it's pretty nice. Which I quite enjoy that. And then you do the blow dryer to speed up the drying. They have to team up for a ritual at least once. That might have actually been a Bad at War thing too. And it's all good, so have yourself a good night and take it easy. I totally understand I'm going later than usual as well for a lot of people. So if a lot of you regulars need to duck out, I totally get it. It's fine. I have a holiday tomorrow, and I really want to get these lads done, so I'm riding the painting train until these models are finished. They're very close, though. They are very close. I'm pretty much just fixing, just kind of like touching up the pigment powders on the legs, and then what else am I doing? Then I'm getting the bases and paint and stuff like that. Hey, that's true. All the people's getting the rare American holiday. Hell yeah. No extra time. I know, right? Well, I know that sometimes if I go later, a lot of people have to conk out early because my schedule is a very specific thing. And it's all good. 900. I should say three. God damn it. You can also tell that like the longer I go, the more my brain shuts down. So like I gotta wrap these boys up quick before like the inevitable mental collapse happens. But yeah, have yourself a good night and take it easy. Have a good rest. I could also put a little bit on the what's it called, on the prayer scrolls. This is fine. This is fine. And their legs are looking. Hey, there we go. All right, one more, and then still think I do need to do another bit of like I need to do another little round of the speed paint on the tips of the guns. I think the glow everywhere else is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the glow everywhere else. So the tips of the guns could use a little extra polishing. And also I've seen people use this for doing like if you're doing like tanks and stuff, like doing this with the dirt is really, really handy for applying that. It's really, really nice for applying that. Okay, let's go. I did kind of wish I did a little bit more basing. Like they have like a default like texture powder, like texture paste base. I could do a little bit of dry brushing, but it does look good for the rubble I kind of want them to be on. But yeah, no, like newer models of mine, I guess the what's it called? The TAC Marines aren't going to be getting any, but that's just because like I have to do like a bajillion of them and they're not that important. TAC Marines and Heresy are born to die, roll the fuck. 250 million, 6 legions, whatever. The 256 million strong legion, there we go. Because the word bearer boys got the numbers, baby. How's this guy looking? That's pretty good. Alright, I can move weathering powder bullshit off the brush. This brush is getting fucked up, but this is also like a brush meant to be fucked up. It's like a boar head. It's a boar bristle brush, which are really... The boar bristle brushes, I will say, are really nice because like they're stiff, but they're still flexible, if that makes any sense. Like they're stiff in a way that you can like, they'll keep a good shape. Like these will, they're never going to be detail brushes. But like if you just need something that's good for like some like rough dry brushes or whatever, excellent for those. Ah, fuck. Oh my god, what's happening? Lads do be tumbling. I get the tip of this again for all these. And then I think I need to examine the glue spots because I saw one more that was like a little bit shiny that I did not like. Fix that now. think I'm also due for another. Anytime I need to do a bunch of deep cleaning on my brushes, I'll put on like a Red Letter Media video, and I'll just kind of just like soak them and scrub them and whatnot. It's really nice. There's still Red Letter Media is still like my most like relaxing thing I watch when I do like painting, like, or when I'm doing like model building. That's what I did today too. I was watching the Jay and Rich talk about what's the fucking guy's name? They were going over this guy's movie catalog. I cannot remember the director's name, but he's like the guy that did Gremlins. I knew. Okay, I had that information in my brain like a couple hours earlier, and it's immediately fallen out. This is fine. This is okay. There we go. You are. This guy still has a bit of shiny bullshit. Let's just get to deep shiny it a bit. This might be one I might need to touch up a couple times later, but shiny was removed there. A little bit of shine over there. Basically, I just gotta like repaint over some super glue. Not the biggest deal in the world. Gun isn't too. It seems like the gun's kind of glued relatively like clean. Well, look at the lads. Okay, there we go. Big bunch of red, and also a little bit around here. There we go. Also, this also might be one that like I don't mind some of this sloppiness of how I did some of these, but I think this one, if I just take a little bit on my palette brush and there we go. Something like that would be good. That fucking arm. This is so close. So close. And I can put them on my rotator tomorrow. Oh, baby, let's go. I still need to take a proper picture of my rats, though. I did the impossible, and I painted a rat, like, maybe like a week or two ago. And he's just waiting. He's waiting for his proper photo. But the only reason I haven't yet, is because there's another rat that I want to also photo him with. Oh, fuck, okay. I missed one tiny bit of trim. I was pretty good about catching all the trim, but apparently not here. Oh, paint markers, my beloved. You're so good at handling trim. All right. Now we're in that final fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, should have did this guy's. Okay, I'll worry about him later. He's important. I need him for Trench Crusade stuff. Maybe that's, I mean, Angel, that sounds like a thing that could have happened. I do know the Iron Warriors, like, as much as they're like, we don't use chaos. Chaos is a tool for us to exploit. It's funny because that's what every chaos people ever think, but also, like, they do still have, like, warpsmiths and stuff. So, like, they do have people in-house that I believe do a lot of demon binding. I would be surprised, especially if you're going for, like, a big one, or, like, if you have, like, the idea of a word bearer's friend. I was about to say, if you have like a word bearer's friend, you could maybe turn to for that. But you know, lol, Chaos Space Marines and friendship is a strong collection of words. It exists sometimes, I have to imagine, but like, it's sort of like if you've ever seen that Skaven image of like, or even that image of like, if I backstab them, then I'm going to get everything I want. And then everybody thinks that. And then it's just a chain of people backstabbing each other while they're all going, alas, I'm truly free. It's basically every single Chaos Warband is that to some degree. It's one of the reasons why Chaos, it keeps that like status quo of like, if Chaos ever got its shit together, they would easily roll over the galaxy. And that's like it's fun. It's fun to say that because A, it makes the Chaos players sound cool, and B, it means it will never happen. Like, they might as well say, like, the galaxy will at peace when one orc discovers how to make enough Daka. Like, what are you talking about? That sounds fun, but, like, that's impossible. You're describing a thing that's not real. It doesn't exist. That cannot exist. A little bit of red. Very funny. Yes. The orcs are deep in the lab trying to invent DACA 2. And it's like that's always kind of like, and I guess sometimes Chaos does, you do get the Black Crusades. You do get the Black Crusades also, like, so there is a picture from the 3rd edition codex, which because like I need to wait for these guys to dry a little bit on their bases, but because these always need like a second coating. Yeah, exactly. If you need to put a guy and a dude, word bears and a tank, Iron Warriors, and they like, it's funny because even in like the books, they're like, yeah, Iron Warriors do have possessed, but they're basically just like cyborgs. They're basically like cyborg stuff. Like there's probably still a demon in there, but you're just seeing like basically turning a person into a demon engine is probably really how their possessed work. But basically, so in the 3rd edition Chaos Codex, there is there's a very typical lineup of like, oh, these are all the Space Marine Loyalist chapters that appeared in this Black Crusade, and they have one for Chaos, and they got 8 of the 9 Chaos Legions that would matter. And like, when I say 8 of the 9 that matter, you're gonna be like, how? What's the one that doesn't matter? And I need to show you while these guys are drying. Like I said, this is good. We're going a little late tonight, so this is fine. Let me show you. Let me pull that fucking book up and take a screenshot of this page because it's amazing. It is. See, codices. How you doing, Prim? Welcome. I am staying up late because I would like to. I don't got to work tomorrow, and also I'm wrapping up some lads. Also, I need to show a very funny example photo from this fucking. Oh fuck! No, okay, it's not. It's not the Chaos Codex. It is the Eye of Terror Codex. It's in the supplement. There we go. There you go. But how you doing? Find this. Go to the full color pages. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. This might be on the smaller side, just so I can make the screenshot work real quick, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine for demonstration purpose. I'm gonna be real. I've been using like Adobe, like Acrobat forever. I can't seem to ever export like one picture from a PDF. Okay. So here we go. So this is like showing off all the Chaos Space Marine legions that were in the 13th Black Crusade back in 3rd edition. So, okay. So we got Black Legion, we got World Eaters. I'm going to cover up the side. We got Iron Warriors, we got Alpha Legion, we got Word Bearers, Thousand Suns, we got Emperor's Children, and then they don't mention directly, but there's Death Guard. And then over here are the Violators. Now, I don't know if there's I might be missing a lore explanation. Why there are no Night Lords? Mind you, Night Lords probably maybe just didn't have Legion strength at this time. The fact that the fucking like Emperor's Children did is kind of amazing. But like, they also just look a lot. They're also just blue. They're also just blue, and they like it's like what? Why was this your replacement? Why was this the Night Lord's replacement? These guys actually have lore. Chaos Space Marines Violator. Do these guys show up literally anywhere else? They're apparently a Slanesh warband. Okay. They're apparently their armor is blue because it's stained with juices. It's in the Black Crusade. They are mentioned in a Chaos Space Marine Codex, Codex Eye of Terror, Imperial Armor 13, and then a book called Daemon World. Oh. From 2003. These guys are definitely like, we just made some people. It implies juices of their own body. Now, I don't know why these people are fucking, like, leaking blue juices. Like, what was that one fucking... In Willy Wonka, there was the one lady that needed to be juiced. Because, like, she ate, like, I forget the exact word details. She ate, like, some sort of, like, blueberry thing. Yeah, oh yeah, Drazen has quirks in there. Violet, oh yeah, Violet, you're turning violet, Violet. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, I do remember that now. I always just find that funny just because, like, that fucking scene. Like, you know, if you're a normal person watching Willy Wonka, you see that scene and you're like, oh, she fucked up, and you move on with your life. The fact that there are just people online who saw that scene and, like, I joke about, like, that, like, your, like, first boner awakening theory. That was apparently the first for a lot of people. There are still people drawing art of, like, fucking characters ballooning up in that exact same style. Like, straight up just turning into big blueberry people that have to be, like, wheeled away. And it's like, oh, man, there's no way. There's no way the poor Willy Wonka people could have never known when they were making this fucking movie that, like, the damage that was going to do to, like, a very specific subset of people. And it's like, it's something like every now and then when I'm like even on like Skeb sometimes I'll just be like, oh, I wonder what's on Skeb. Oh God. Yeah, exactly Zetai, exactly. It's just like, you're just like, oh no. Oh no. This is not good. All right, and then this, and then once I get to, yeah. To be fair, I don't blame you. There's no reason for that thought to ever pop into your brain. Like there's no reason. There's no reason for, like, as like listen, we joke about like being like minis people and like Vtuber people. You still generally have like a functioning brain, like a sexuality that is, like, you know, sustainable. We'll say sustainable. So the thought of somebody just like being just just sexually warped by the blueberry scene in Willy Wonka just would never cross your brain. But unfortunately, it exists, and apparently it either did that to a lot of people, or, to be fair, I cannot 100% count out that there isn't like a Willy, like a fucking Wonder Bread man, but for like the Willy Wonka scene. There could be like a Wonder Bread individual who's financing all those. I doubt it. I don't think so. Because I feel like it's been going along long enough that either maybe there was and it's spread, but I still don't think so. I think that is like multiple people. Okay, so I've gone definitely later than I usually do. The lads, I believe, are done. I might do some touch-up off stream, maybe, if I feel like it. In case, you know, sometimes when I'm off stream and I'm like painting something, I'm like, oh, I missed this crevice. Let me fix this now. I'll probably do that later, but hey, otherwise they're done. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. These guys went from not like legitimately, I'm curious. Okay. So I'm going to go to my YouTube archives, which is fun. I just got, every time on my YouTube stuff, I got another absolutely horrifying great work on a mini that I worked on, and that makes me big happy. Heavy support. Right, when was my first stream I done this? Oh, God. I started these guys on October 31st of last year. So my last stream of painting them was November 10th. These guys have sat for like a year, actually. Holy shit. Holy shit, there we go. Okay. This was even better then. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, and with that, let's go to the chatting screen, everyone. Oh, we gotta... Yeah, let me see if I can let me see if I can snooze that first. Hopefully I can snooze that before we go to the chatting screen. Wow. There we go. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad you like them. Thank you. Let's see before... Let's see if I can speak without an ad activating. Think I got it? I think I got it. Is the ads paused? Are the ads paused? Hell yeah, let's go. I think I did. Cool. I got like 4 minutes. Thank you for coming, everybody. Next week, here's the schedule. On Tuesday, more mini painting. Don't know yet. Maybe finishing the Halvor back. I'm going to be getting my Saturnine box soon, so I really need to wrap up a bunch of these miscellaneous projects, so that might be the smart move to do. But then again, I've also been working on my infractors, and I might want to paint some of them. So I don't know. We'll find out. Wednesday movie night. I don't know what the movie's going to be yet, but there will be a Wednesday movie night. Thursday. I've mentioned this previously. I believe the game I want to do next Thursday will be Charles Barkley Shump and Gem Gaiden. Whoopee! Instead of Illbleed, because Illbleed is wrapped up, and I actually don't. I might try to shoot for the secret ending one day. I don't know when, though. Saturday will be more XCOM, and Sunday will be Come On and Slam. And I still listen to, like, someone did a fucking, like, Uma Musume Come On and Slam remix recently. For, like, especially, it's like Marvelous Sunday's theme, and that was really good. So the dream lives on. And then on, Sunday, I'll also be doing some mini painting. I don't know what yet as well, so we'll find out. But yeah, everyone on the YouTube, I'm going to cut you nerds loose. So bye, YouTube people. Bye-bye.